inspired. It can make people feel taken care of. It can make people feel hope. It has all these things. It's just a slice of humanity, right?
But it sounds like you're saying that like maybe it's because you're from SoCal, but like it sounds like you're saying religion is just entertainment.
I didn't say that at all. I'm
But like,
saying
okay, but you're
I think
saying it
I've
makes you
given
feel
you
safe.
a
No, but you
lot of
no,
stuff to chew on.
no,
I don't
I'm
know.
chewing on it. That's not a. I'm very short-winded, but I mean,
Imagine being
I'm
a
wait,
child in Africa right now.
I'm short. I'm
Imagine,
short-winded.
hey,
Okay, I'll
imagine
allow
being
you. I'll allow you to. I don't know if you
imagine
heard the word I'm responding.
hello. Imagine being a child in Africa right now, right? And your tribal, historical faith, gods, and practices are no longer around you, but your great grandma's still alive. And then, but most of your friends are Muslims, right? Because that's the new trend. Abrahamics is taking over Africa. So you're illiterate, you can't read, but your friends are calling themselves Muslims, and they're counted on polls as Muslims in Africa. What's going on there, bro? Right? Like, this is more than just entertainment. It's a tool. It's a zeitgeist. It's so many things, bro.
Wait, that was a terrible example, bro.
I'm
I
just
got it.
showing you reality,
Wait,
a
you said if I'm
reality
wait,
of a
okay, let
possibility.
me see if I understood the example. Maybe I didn't, because it sounded like you just said, and we can just skip it too, because like it sounded like you just said like what else African in Africa, no particular location anywhere in Africa, and Islam came, everybody became Muslim. I'm illiterate, like, and then what? Like I don't even get.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I feel like the conversation was going pretty well at first, but I feel like sometimes you're not tracking, or maybe I'm just not coming in clear with the connection or something. I don't know.
Is that not your metaphor, bro? Okay, bro. Like the reason why I said
What do you
like,
think my point is?
bro. Okay, the reason why I said you're. It sounds like you think religion is just entertainment.
No, I don't. That's what I've been
Okay,
saying.
but allow me to respond. Like, it might make okay. It's because like you said that like uh religion can compel people, religion can make people feel scared, can give people hope. And it sounds like you just it's like the opium of the masses, right?
If you want to call it that.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to understand what you would
I'm
call it.
saying, I'm saying, look, dude, it's a complicated issue. Obviously, these rooms are testament to that, right? You've got rooms full of 500 people all screaming at each other about their scripture, right? With some weird title. Is the Father the Son? Is the Son upon the throne of the Most High? And they're fucking screaming at each other, dude, about their book that they supposedly all believe in, right? So that's one room. That's one room, bro.
Wait, which one?
Any room, dude. You're just not good at hypotheticals, bro. I do not get what's going on here.
Man, y'all white people are funny on this app, bro. I swear to God.
I'm black.
You're black?
Wait, you don't think I sound black?
No, no, no.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
you're black?
Are you black?
No, I'm asking if you're black. Yes, I'm black.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am too.
What part of SoCal are you from?
Well, south of Irvine, north of San Diego.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so you think I sound like a white guy? Is that what you're saying?
Mm, you might just sound Californian.
Do you disagree with anything I've said about how religion is complicated? It's got many levels to it. There's many diverse applications, tools, how it's
I don't know. Like
used. Do
it's
you
not. That's
disagree
not.
with any of that stuff?
It's not because like you sound black or you sound white. It's this. It's
Well,
literally
can you just
things.
stick to the
Relax, relax,
substance? Do you
relax, brother.
disagree with
Relax,
that?
relax. Do I agree
Wait,
with
hold
what?
on. I'm relaxed. I'm just asking you, do you disagree with what I've said?
I think religion has more use in history than just giving people hope or making them afraid.
I never said it just does that, dude. You gotta listen. I don't know what's going on here,
I
bro, but
find
I
it.
feel like
No, I don't
you're
find it to be an incorrect answer. I just find it to be inadequate. Like,
I think you're
yes,
just
you're correct.
spun. I think you're just like on the juice, and so you're a motivated reasoner in this conversation.
I'm a motivated. What's the reason?
Reasoner, yeah, you're a motivated reasoner.
I'm on the juice. What is he? What do you mean by that? What are you talking
You're on
about?
the Quaker juice.
Hmm. Hmm? Motivated reasoner. I
You know
gotta.
what that means? You know what a motivated reasoner is?
Nah, I'm googling it. I'm like, that sounds like a specific thing. Psychological process where people's goals, needs, beliefs bias how they process information but like yo, even if you grew up in a secular culture, you could be a motivated reason. I feel like this is
That's
what
true.
people. Yeah, it's like you look at religious people and you're like, oh, they're biased, bro. I left a Christian sect to be a Quaker. Like I wasn't. My family is not Quaker.
Look, I'm not even saying anything bad about what you're doing. I already said it sounds reasonable. You seem like a nice guy. I'm just not understanding what you're not picking up what I'm laying down because I've been very concise and clear about my thoughts.
No, I understand. I totally understand. I respect where you're coming from. Yo, let me say too, I have a lot of respect for atheists. As a Christian, I think they bring up meaningful discussion a lot of the time.
That's good. That's good. So,
What? Yeah, go ahead.
do you agree that our worldview, the non-God worldview, is something that God believers need to borrow from in order to establish their worldview?
That wait, you said what now? Come on, except
Did
social.
you hear what I said? No.
Do I think that believers in God need to adopt a view of atheism? I'm trying
No,
to.
that's not what I said. Here, I'll do it
Could
again.
you say it concisely, please?
Okay. Do you believe that God believers need to borrow from the non-God worldview in order to establish their theism?
No.
Oh, okay. We disagree. I think they do.
Okay. Elaborate.
Well, can you measure God?
Measure God. Can you measure God? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
No.
No, you can't.
No, it's beyond our comprehension.
God's beyond your comprehension,
Yes.
so you can't comprehend of God.
No.
Okay, so you don't even know if God's real. Okay.
That doesn't follow.
No, it definitely follows, bro.
Wait, so can you measure the universe?
Yes,
How big is the universe? Okay, like what shape is the universe?
but I don't think it's a shape.
Okay, but there's different models on what shape our universe is. So it's like, bro, like
Okay.
just because
So
there's
what
not
are
a
you doing
clear
here?
relax,
What are we
brother.
doing
Yo,
here?
relax. You
No, you
interrupt
need to
me, and then you
relax.
say I'm not relaxed. You say I'm not
You
tracking
keep telling me to relax, and I'm literally
because you're
relaxed.
interrupting when I'm literally expressing a thought, and I don't do that to you. Like, is that okay? Like, you're saying that if God cannot be measured, then it is not real. Like, or sorry, my
Well,
bad,
no,
my
I'm
bad.
saying for you, like you're the
You
one
saying
telling me
okay,
that he's
tell me,
incomprehensible. You said he's incomprehensible. So if you can't comprehend of it, then how can you even know it's real?
okay, but I'm telling you that there's other things that are not totally comprehensible, but we know they're absolutely real,
Hmm.
but we struggle to
Right, but
comprehend.
we measure them.
Like for instance, like the shape of the universe, we struggle to comprehend,
Yeah, but
but
we
we
measure
know
them,
that.
right?
I beg your pardon.
We can measure the universe, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
totally, not totally.
Not
No.
totally, but we can, right? We know planets exist millions of miles away, right?
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
we can
Where's
measure
God?
parts of the
How many
universe
is God miles away, or is he right here?
What are you asking? What are you trying to
No,
get to?
where's God? Where is God?
You want me to show you God?
I want you to tell me where he is.
He's within all of us.
Okay, so he's everywhere.
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
Since you can't measure God and you can't comprehend of God, you can't distinguish God from anything else in the universe. Is that right?
because you said because I can't measure God, I cannot.
Look, I'm just using what you told me. You said
Mhm.
he's incomprehensible. You said you cannot measure him, right? So I'm asking you, how do you distinguish God from anything else in the universe or nothing at all? How do you distinguish God from that stuff?
Um, that's a fair question. I mean, I don't think that God can be measured totally. I think that God can be measured by
Partially?
degree.
Can you be
Yeah,
measured
yeah.
partially? Okay,
Yes,
where
yes.
tell me what's going on there. What partial pieces of God are you measuring right now?
What partial pieces of God? Like, bro,
Well, you said he's
okay, dog.
partially
I don't know, man. Because like you're the reason why I'm confused is because like you're taking like a very like
simple concept.
no, you're taking like a mathematical
No,
concept
I'm not.
towards.
No, I'm not.
Okay, could you? Okay, then what are
Okay,
you
look
doing?
here, I'll do this. Okay, do you believe narwhals exist?
the fucking seals with horns on them?
No, they're not a seal. Do you believe narwhals exist? It's a whale.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
You're pretty sure you believe they exist?
yeah, I'm pretty sure they exist. Yeah,
Okay. Have you ridden
but
one?
no, I've never ridden one or nor seen one.
Okay. But you believe they exist, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, what if I said I don't believe they exist? Would you agree with that, or do you think I'm wrong?
I feel like
I'd be
you're.
wrong, right? If they
Yeah.
do exist, right?
Yes. Yep.
And you can distinguish narwhals from everything else in the universe, correct? And like give me evidence of their existence, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, just do that with God,
Okay. Why?
or don't. Just say you can't
I don't have an interest in doing that. Like,
because you can't.
no, because that's not my interest. Like,
Okay, it's not your interest. Okay,
it's not my interest. Like, bro, what, dog, bro?
interested in God. Okay,
Not in like. See,
not
this
in
is,
like a real way,
bro.
right?
Okay,
Like
but like, dog,
in
are
some
you?
other way.
Wait, both of your parents are black? Okay, okay, cause
Neither of my parents are black.
and you're black. How?
Well, I mean, I haven't really seen a black. Well, I have seen some pretty dark people.
And
I
how are
haven't
you
seen.
black?
I'm like more brown, like cafe.
Well, how are you black then if neither of your parents are black?
Well, what do you mean by black?
Okay, but okay, the reason why I ask this is because like you're
And why are we
taking
talking about
like
this?
brother, I'll
Wait,
tell
why are
you
we
why.
talking
I'll
about
tell
this
you.
then?
Okay, like bro, like
Why
don't
do you
make me
keep bringing up race?
man, don't make me mute you, bro. Like
Yeah, but why do you keep
please,
doing that?
just have a conversation. I will tell you. I'm literally about to tell you, but I can't if you're constantly interrupting. But it's because like in your examples, like oh, if I was somewhere in Africa, and I was just like what, like and right now it's like man, you just talk a lot
Yeah,
like
hypotheticals are
a
hard for you.
Western man. I'm gonna just mute you
No,
like
you're
real
good.
quick. Yeah, like man, you talk like a Western philosopher, like just like, oh well, like give me a mathematical proof of God, and it's just like
I
that's
didn't
not.
ask for a mathematical proof.
You are asking for like if God can
Dude,
be.
you're
You
lost,
are
bro. You're
okay.
starting to
You're
bug
asking.
me now.
Okay, what's up, Sonata?
Oh, what's up?
Hotep, Hotep Ushia.
Yeah, I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, please.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. Whirl,
Uh,
is that your name, Whirl? Okay. Do you think that God is inside the universe or outside?
I don't care, like honestly, but y'all asking me a lot of
No, I
questions.
mean that's a way. Like, are you trying to escape from the answer? Like, just say,
No, brother, like okay, y'all say I'm running, honey. Say I'm not tracking. Like, is it okay if I don't like if I don't go on a physical manhunt for God my entire life and I find other meanings for what God is than like having to physically find him or her?
yeah, because then you are believing in something. I mean, I could say, okay, there is a being called Shikabala, and he's everywhere, and he loves me, and he loves you. Okay, can you say that Shikabala doesn't exist?
No, how I mean, how could I? Like, but who cares? Like, okay, my thing is, you could perhaps say that Lao Tzu did not exist, the founder of the Tao or the Tao, the Tao Te Ching. Like, but I mean, the Tao still exists though. Like, people still,
You told
you
me
know what I
I'd be
mean?
wrong if I said narwhals didn't exist. That was easy for you. How come you
I
can't?
didn't, I didn't,
How come
I
you
don't know.
can't just do that with God?
I said you'd be wrong if you said no. I didn't say that.
That yeah.
See, you no,
Okay.
you're having a
If I
tracking
say,
issue.
hey,
Oh my god, this
if
dude's
I
having
say
a tracking.
narwhals don't exist, am I right or
Bro, I
wrong?
need another mod on stage. This dude's not.
You're a
He's not
fucking
tracking.
douchebag, dude. You're a fucking pussy, bro. You
You're
fucking little
what? You're white.
weakling.
You're white.
You're so.
So I don't
Am I
insult
white?
people I'm not mad
Am I
at.
white?
I'm not insulting you. Like I don't.
You've been
I have to
insulting me the whole
respect your
time.
opinion too.
You've been
Okay,
insulting my
cool.
intelligence. You've been doing the black card on me. Like it's fucking ridiculous, dude. You're gross.
So wait, I don't want to be mad. I'm about to go to the coffee shop.
You're all. Are you white? Like what's wrong with you, bro?
I'll just bring you back up. My bad. bro. It's like you lied in the conversation. It's this
I haven't
conversation.
lied for shit, bro. I've been very clear
Okay,
and
if you're black,
concise.
I
You're
say I
you're just
believe you, bro.
you're just a
Like
dodger, dude. You're just a
I'm not a.
dodger.
I haven't dodged any question you asked. I haven't insulted you.
Dodged so many times, and you
I
even
haven't
dodged this
insulted
other guy's
you. I haven't
question.
insulted you at all. The only thing that I
Yes, you
just
have.
said
You have insulted me.
that made you overly react and call me a
You've
Brothers,
douchebag.
insulted me.
I
You've
think,
insulted me by bringing race into this like 5 times
brothers,
now.
I think color is nothing. It's bullshit. I mean, we are all humans, so I don't care what color are you or what is. I mean, your essence is that you are a human. I don't
Okay,
care if you
yeah.
are green, black, white. It doesn't matter to me because
Okay, I hear you, but what, are you Muslim?
no, I am. Yeah, I am. I was.
Yeah.
I'm an atheist right now.
Okay, but then you would know that different Muslims, there are different schools of thoughts, and they were somewhat tied to geography. So, like, there's nothing that Honey said that I was like, oh, he's racist or he's definitely white. But there's some things I was like, oh, this sounds like something like a European or a white American would suggest. Like, it doesn't really sound like a black person
Yeah, but
talking. So,
why do you try to put me in a box? Like we all do that. I mean, I
huh?
have done that before. Like I used to put people in boxes, and every time I discover that I am wrong. Like for example, if somebody told me he is a Shia Muslim, I jumped to the conclusion that, oh, he loves the Ayatollah Khamenei or Khomeini, for example. And then I discover the opposite, that he hates them, he's pro-democracy. And in other cases, I discover Christians who are not racist. Like I assume that, okay, Christians are racist. And
Yep.
then I discover, so don't put anyone in any boxes. Just try to understand that person as that person. Like that, the box is that person. You should ask him or her what they do think. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
totally, I agree, but like, man, like, okay, he, Honey literally put words in my mouth. He said, like, if I didn't think nard whales or whatever this type of whale is was real, like you would think I was wrong, right? I didn't say that. Like, he didn't allow me to answer when he asked the question, but my answer would have been, oh, I would say you're entitled to your opinion. I would probably think.
Bullshit. Earlier, I already clarified this. I said, hey, okay, ready? I said, okay, let's do it again. Let's just do it in real time. Do you believe in narwhals? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, if I told you
I said I'm pretty sure actually. My
I
answer
don't
was
think they
I'm pretty sure.
exist, would I be wrong?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
If
exist.
I told you that I don't think they exist,
You in the Matrix. Yeah, you in the Matrix. Why don't you just believe in God as God without looking for image?
I think that many people talk about God, and yet they don't know what are the. I mean, what they do believe. I mean, they just say, "Oh, I believe in a being who is all wise, all knowing, all everything." But then this God fails a simple test. Like, okay, the case for evil. Okay, if evil exists, I cannot believe in God because God is all good, unless God is a mix. I mean, he's good and bad at the same time. Or maybe he doesn't care, for example. Maybe he's so big that he doesn't know that we exist, you know? Like we are a kind of small insect on his tail or his finger or his, I don't know. So I mean, you are not giving me an answer. When people ask me, why are you atheist? I say, okay, I'm atheist because I don't see enough evidence to make me feel satisfied that there is someone who created us. Why should I be a mouse in a lab in order to feel good for that God? Like we should be mice in a lab What do you think?
I think not believing in God is perfectly fine. I don't know. I think people come to their conclusions through experiences. And if I had the same evidence as you, I would probably come to similar conclusions. And I'd rather like go through what evidence people have been through that caused them to come to the conclusion that they came to than just be like, oh, you know what I mean? Or you don't accept that answer.
Well, I think that your answer, you are saying, for example, that since I cannot be in your shoes, I will never understand what you are talking about. Because if everything, every belief, every faith, every conviction is a personal thing, then, I mean, this whole conversation is useless. Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, okay, maybe it is. Like, that's a real possibility. But, like, if you're asking me, hey, like, are we all just like mice running in a cage? Like, then it's like, yo, I mean, you're entitled to that opinion, but like, I could not possibly be further convinced that we are mice running in it. And also, does that preclude? Does that like remove the possibility of like an intelligent creator? I don't know if it does. Like that scenario that you brought up. So it's like, I mean, I could consider it, but it's like at the end of the day, we have to come to our own conclusions based on our own experiences.
But it could be a demon who is playing a game. I mean, for example, I ask Muslims and Christians the same question. I tell them, okay, you are bringing me a holy book. How are you sure that the person who gave you, even if we assume that this holy book convey like some supernatural information, like knowing the future, like knowing about biology, let's assume. I mean, I'm just giving you the argument. And okay, my argument is, okay, maybe Satan did reveal that book. How are you sure that, for example, the Quran or the Bible didn't came from Satan? That's a real possibility. Go ahead. Do you guys hear my voice?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Rephrase the question one more time.
Yeah, well, I was saying that, okay, you are believing in God who has revealed himself, right? Do you believe in the Bible? Or
Yeah, but I'm a minimalist. I'm not a maximalist.
so
So,
how minimal are you? Like, I mean, what percentage of the Bible is true and what percentage is possible for interpretation?
I mean, we'd have to go like story by story, line by line, like, but honestly, like, but okay, but generally in approach, this means that I'm looking not at the historicity of these books, while I may be looking at the authorship. I'm like the historicity is not the key value I'm getting.
Okay, let's forget about the historicity of the book. Let's stick with the claims of the book. Okay, so the book claims. Do you believe that the Bible reveals anything about the natural world, like any like before modern science coming around? The Bible said something that is scientifically valid. Do you believe that?
About humanity, about the natural, about human nature. Yes, yeah, sure.
So, okay, why the Bible, for example, didn't tell us that epilepsy is a disease, is not anything related to demons or such a thing? for example. Do you believe in demons?
Mm, okay, this is what I honestly believe. I honestly believe you could describe demons in a supernatural language or a psychological language. So what people may have seen seizures and they may have described them as demons. They didn't have the language at the time period. Nobody, the non-religious or less or differently religious people did not have the language for
Bro,
epilepsy.
Jesus was God on earth. How he couldn't know?
You got to be trolling, bro. Like, listen, are you
Huh?
giving this man 100 sign?
I know most Christians say, okay, even if Jesus
I
is
think
not
world.
God, go ahead. Virgil, go ahead.
Nah, he had the cafe.
Oh, I was just saying.
Virgil, I think you have a bad connection. You know, we're like I see religion. It's kind of even it's getting cowardice. Like I've been into many rooms, Christians, Muslims, uh, but if you use rationality, they either get mad at you and kick you out, or they just like they beat around the bush. They don't give you an honest answer. So that's my problem with the religion. They don't have answers. So if you don't have an answer, tell me I don't have the answer. End of discussion. But I have answers. Like when I deal with science, where in science, with science, when we don't know, we say we don't know. We are trying to discover. Like for example, we honestly say that we don't know 95% of the universe or the dark matter or so in science we don't claim things that we don't know, but in religion they do all the time.
Okay, brother. I don't know how long you've been here, but there's so many types of religion: Confucianism, Taoism, Christianity. Like they all claim different things. Like you don't know me, nor do you know what I'm claiming to be true or to be godlike, or
Bro, imagine in America we have about 4,000 churches, and I say churches, I don't mean the building, denominations. I mean, each church has its own interpretation, its own creed, its own beliefs, belief system. So if religious people themselves don't agree on something, why should I believe in it? Okay, I will have my own Jesus who, I don't know, like, I will describe him the way I want. Okay, when there is a Persian saying, and I like it, it says, uh, there are many truths as many people. Like every individual owns his own truth. So we should be tolerant toward other people's beliefs. But when we have a discussion, you also should respect our logic, our questions. We don't just give an answer that is nothing but a way to run away or escape from a debate. Yeah, go ahead.
KJV. What's up? What's up, KJV?
What's up?
Osama too.
What's up, world? Um, yeah, so quick question. Like, what if someone is using fallacious reasoning, right? Should we still respect their opinion?
No,
Who's this a question for?
it's just a
Um,
general question
I
for.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Ba. I'll just call him
Oh,
Ba.
Sushi. Yeah.
The guy who just spoke, yeah, I don't know how to say her name, so I'll just click on her profile. The first thing that came up was Ba, so I'll just say Ba.
Yeah,
That was for
Social.
you.
Yeah. Oh, Suhel, call me Soul. My friend, I still, even if he's using fallacies, we should give him the right to speak, but we don't respect his fallacies. Like we will tell him in his face, sister or bro, you are committing a fallacy. But they are
Or you just
still,
say that doesn't follow. That doesn't necessarily follow. That's all you got to say. You don't even just go, you're being fallacious. You just like call it out in the moment, like I was doing with Whirl. And
yeah, yeah,
Whirl is inconsistent and dodgy.
And
I agree.
bro, what question did I dodge? Wow, this illiterate European that moved to Southern California and thinks he's black. He's delusional.
Bro, I told you, color is nothing.
You're not in America.
I am in San Diego, California.
Okay, which part of San Diego? You in Encinitas?
No, that's private. Okay.
You in Carlsbad? Nah, just give me you in Carlsbad? Like
Oh,
where about you?
I'm near East County.
Near what?
East County,
East County?
Westonia. I can't describe for you the whole area. Like you go from East County to La Mesa to Fashion Valley. There is also the university areas, San Diego, SDSU, where I finished my bachelor degree. Is that enough?
Yeah, sure, that's enough. It's just like anything like man, oh, okay. Okay, the only reason why I say that, the only reason why I point at identity or you not having been in America that long, which I would still point at, is just like you may not know what's going on. It's like if Armenians and Turks are arguing. It's like, okay, if you don't know Armenian and Turkish history, you might not understand it. It's not an indictment on your person and your identity if you don't understand the Sudan conflict because you're not Sudanese or you haven't paid attention. Like it's
Bro,
like
I know about American history
Yeah.
more
That's
than most
inconsequential
Americans.
information.
okay, so in American history is race.
Yeah, you're the only one who's bringing up race. Here, I was roboting
Wait,
earlier.
no, the question's not for you. Why are you getting
Well,
emotional?
because you're just off topic again. Like, what are you
You're getting very off topic. No, you called
You
me.
don't
You
have
called
to
me.
like accuse
No,
me
no, no.
of
You called
being
me
like
dodgy, and you
unreliable.
didn't tell me why I was dodgy.
Claim I am. It's like here. I'm gonna go back
So
to what we were talking
okay,
about.
okay,
Like
go
going.
on mute. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was just gonna go back to my point that I was roboting on. So, Whirl, do you believe that narwhals exist? Yes or no?
I'm pretty sure they exist.
If I told you I think they don't exist, would I be wrong?
I'm pretty sure
I'd
you'd
be
be wrong.
factually wrong about narwhals' existence, right?
I didn't say that. Well, I said I'm pretty sure,
Wait,
but
you
mostly I
don't
just say
know
you're
the answer
entitled
to
to
the
your.
question.
Yo, bro,
You shut
shut
the
the fuck
fuck
up.
up. You
Like,
fucking
let
dude,
me
you're
let.
such a retard about this shit.
Yeah, bro. Man, don't say anything if you cannot say anything better than silent.
Hello.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good
Hello.
afternoon. It says God or no God. What is everyone's position?
Oh, I believe in God.
I
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
Agnostic.
Okay.
I do.
Uh-huh. What about a Chia?
I believe there are no God or gods or anything supernatural.
I'm an atheist.
Thank
I
you.
do yeah, I do not believe that the statement that a God exists.
Which God?
Any of the ones that have been claimed.
Maybe one. There is one that you accept.
I doubt it very much.
What if someone tell you that the universe is God?
then I would say, why call it God when we've already got a name for it, the universe?
Yeah, it's called a re-verification
What?
fallacy.
So it's no.
That's a
He says
fallacy.
that
You're renaming something that already has an identity.
there is some people who think that the universe is
They
God.
can think that all
Yeah,
they want, right?
they're
They can think that all they want,
pantheists.
and those are pantheists. They
Yeah.
think they think the universe is consciousness, right? So that's what makes them a pantheist.
We weren't created, but we do come from the universe. We're made up of matter that comes from the universe, but I wouldn't necessarily use the loaded statement that we were created.
Isn't the statement that I don't believe in all gods similar to the statement I believe in all gods?
No.
No,
Why not?
because somebody who is polytheistic may believe in every single god.
Osama, does God has a throne?
Yes.
So he is a human.
Yes, he's a human, like, yes. But you know, that's a different topic. Now, if I claim that I believe in all gods, okay, let me put it another way. Let's say I believe in God, but not a particular God. How you will refute that?
I would ask for evidence of such a thing. If you're just claiming belief, I have no problem with that because obviously we all hold beliefs. You know, I walk out of my house and I go to work, get in my car, and I believe that I'm not going to get in a car wreck. I'm not going to be accosted. I believe that I'm going to have a good day at work, and then I believe that I'm going to get home, and then I'm going to have a bath. I have lots of things that I believe that I don't know about. But that's fine. But if you're claiming to know that God exists, then we have a problem.
You know, I just want to point out that the claim that I don't believe in all gods is just dogmatic. It's someone who just want to really appear as in religion because there is gods that he don't have counter argument for. Like,
It doesn't
why
matter
you?
whether we have a counter argument or not. If you cannot sufficiently prove the claim that God exists, then that's the burden of proof that you have. It's not down to us to disprove it.
No. You know, believing in God or not believing in God is not the matter. You know, if I tell you I believe in a God, not in particular one, there is no proof of burden because I believe that he have no attributes, for example, or
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
can
but like
go. What I want to
you're holding a view, right? So that would require
Yeah.
evidence.
Did you say that God does not hold any attributes?
maybe he holds, but I'm not ready
No,
to
no, no,
share it
no,
with
no.
you.
No, let's explore that. Let's explore that. Um, define attributes.
It's I believe in God, but I don't want to specify which one, or I don't have
Okay.
anyone in particular in mind.
Okay, so you have a belief. That's fine. What's wrong with that?
You know, it's unrefutable, right?
What do you mean it's unrefutable?
I believe in a
A
God, but
belief
not
can
in a
always be
particular God.
refuted with probability and possibility.
No. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. His God is like so nondescript that he can't give any descriptors to it. Therefore, it must be true because he can't describe it. So it's just going to follow that his belief is valid and true
But that's
because there's no
secular
descriptors
reasoning.
for it. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, but
circular
Yes,
that's
it
reasoning.
what
is.
And
we're
I
It
could
is.
do
doing.
the
It
same
is
thing
so. It
about
is.
nothing. I could say the same thing about nothing. Nothing has
Yes,
no
exactly,
descriptors.
exactly, exactly,
So if
exactly.
God is nothing, then he can't be everything, can he?
Or
Or
maybe he's
she or
everything. You know,
it.
everything and nothing are
That makes
similar.
no sense. The
Yeah, but that's
moment
a
you
You,
big
say
yeah.
that God is
contradiction.
everything, he has an attribute.
Look. You know what I want to point out that I will go around and debate atheists. I will tell them what you believe in, and they will tell me I believe that there is no God, and I tell them which one. They tell me all of them. Then I'm now here in weird position. Like this statement is so empty. There is nothing particular that I can talk against, and they
Bro,
want me to
that's a
refute that.
fallacy. You are committing a
What
fallacy.
evidence do we have to suggest that a being exists?
You
That
know,
yeah.
atheism is empty position. It's empty.
No, it's not.
No,
That's why
It's
it's
like
negative.
not.
Hang
It's
on,
not.
Usama.
Okay. I will do.
Hang on, Usama. Atheism does not have anything that it relies upon, right? So to say it's an empty position is nonsense, right? It is a position of each and every individual who does not accept that a God exists, and that's where it ends.
Which
So
God?
no,
Which God? You know, I can do the same to you. I can say
can
But
you
like
theism.
all God
Theism. I can
concepts.
do.
can you
Look. I can do the same, and I can
why are
say
you so
theism is the.
excited, bro?
Look. I can do the same. I say theism is the proposition that I believe in God,
That's
and
it.
then I
Yeah,
don't want.
cool. Prove it.
Exactly.
Which one?
You
Which
refute
one?
that. Then it's empty.
What
It's
No,
do you
but
mean?
empty.
Osama,
What do you mean
why
refute
does
that?
your belief have contingency over what I believe? Can you not just believe without me believing?
No. Look. What I'm saying
That's the
is
problem.
that
That's codependent.
atheist position is so empty. Just like me
No, it's
saying I
not.
believe in a God. It's completely empty. When I
It's
ask you
just like
which
a
God, you tell me
rejection of a
no particular one.
proposition.
Yo,
No,
Osama. Wait,
stop,
okay,
dude. What
wait.
are you
Okay, wait. Just like Osama, can you just like chill, lower the volume a little bit? Because people gonna raise the volume to meet your volume. I know you're excited. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
So when you keep saying atheism is empty, you're giving more to what atheism is. All atheism is an individual making a non-belief statement about somebody saying, "Do you believe in God?" And that person says, "No, I don't believe in a God." Simple. So
Yeah.
you said, "I'm a theist," and a theist believes in a God. Great, cool. Then we can talk about that. What makes that empty? You believe in a God. It's not empty. You believe in a God. Now go.
Okay, let's do that. Do you believe in a God,
Well, let's do
JCC?
this. Let's do
No, okay,
No.
this.
wait one second,
No,
Enigma.
Osama,
Let me go. Let
Do
me go
you
with
believe in?
JCC.
But
Let
Osama,
me
do
go
you?
with JCC.
One
We
more
will come back.
Enigma.
second,
We will come back.
Osama.
Enigma. I was talking to Usama. So I
Let
don't believe in a God. You do. Now what?
Okay, let me ask you. I said, you said we don't believe in a God. Which God you don't believe in?
Any God you want to talk about. I don't accept the concept of any gods existing.
Okay, so what I can say now to refute this, it's,
Refute
I
what?
will do. Let's do it to me.
We've
Do it to
just
me. I will
done
show you. I will
that.
What do
show
you
you.
mean
I
You
do
will
it
show
to
can't
you.
you?
refute
Look.
like
I will.
statements.
There. Let me
What?
do it to him, please.
I
God
Osama,
damn, Osama, you're nuts.
Osama, do
No.
you believe?
Let me show it to you. You ask me what you believe
Osama,
in. You ask me
No,
one second, Enigma.
no.
Osama,
I
do
will come
you
back to
believe
you.
in the blubbly gubbly gub?
Yes, I believe in all of them.
You believe in the blubbly gubbly gub?
Yep.
Okay, so
That one particularly.
what is the blubbly gubbly gub?
He is wonderful. He's
No,
like
it's
the
not a
unicorn, but
he. It's not a he. Sorry, you
What
got that
is it?
wrong.
What is it?
it's like the unicorn, but have more
No, it's
colors.
not a unicorn.
Look. The point I want to make is that when you guys open these rooms, cook atheism. Whatever I do, like sometimes I say atheists are moral relatives, and someone will jump and say, "Oh, atheism doesn't mean necessarily moral relativism. Some atheists are
What
moral
you're
realists." I
doing
would say,
is you're trying to
and then I will
accept
go around.
everything.
Let me finish without please. I would say stuff like, "Okay, then atheists are determinists." Someone will jump and say, "Not necessarily. Some atheists believe in free will." And then atheism is the proposition that there is no God, nothing more. So what I have to say, it's empty.
I don't
You know,
believe
it's
in
No,
the
it
free
same.
will.
literally
We
is
we
though.
believe
Look.
in the
It's the same.
universe. We believe
Hey,
in the
Yeah,
It's the
look.
same.
Osama, can I
universe.
It's
ask
the
you a
same. It's the
question?
same. It's the same as I said. If I said I
Osama,
believe in a God,
Osama,
and then when you want to refute
Usama,
that,
let other people talk.
Yeah, look. Yeah,
Osama,
look.
can I ask
This
you a
is.
question, brother?
Sorry.
yes, go ahead.
Do you believe the morality in the Quran is timeless?
Oh my God, why we are way off topic? I don't know.
No, I'm because you said moral. I'm just trying to ask. Do you believe it's timeless, brother?
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, you're not a Muslim?
Yes, I'm Muslim.
You know? Oh shit! I don't think you're a Muslim. Oh shit!
Yeah, look. Yeah,
Good for you.
like,
You will not
Oh,
the
like
first to
here's the
takfir me.
problem. Like here's the problem, right? Is like atheists or believers in general, we could have a a myriad of different like worldviews. Just when it comes to God, the theistic position is they believe. The atheistic position is I don't believe. The agnostic position is I'm unconvinced, but I could go either way. If someone is an atheist, agnostic, or a Christian, that has no bearing on anything that is a part of their worldview. It is just a simple statement. I believe, I'm neutral, or I don't believe in God.
Okay, that's very good. What if I stopped like atheists do in the mere absence or the mere existence of God? So I want to do a conversation with you. You tell me, do you believe in God? I tell you, yes, I believe. And then you tell me what that
Bro,
entails. What
Islam,
God you believe
Islam,
in? You
bro,
know, let me
Islam,
let me let me
Islam,
finish. Let me finish.
Osama,
Let me finish.
I
Why
am
you
an
why every
ex-Muslim.
time I talk? Why every time I talk, someone can
No,
stop
no,
me? Look, if
because
I stop,
Wait,
wait a
wait,
second,
yo,
Shushu,
wait,
we will come
brother,
back to
Bob,
you.
allow
Okay?
allow Osama to finish.
Let me finish. If I do the atheist will say, I don't believe in God. And that is all is to say. And then I'll try to refute that. I will have conversation and nothing. You give me nothing. No worldview, no metaphysics, no nothing. Just the
I
mere
can
absence of God. And
I
then when
can
I do
reply
the
to that.
same, I will do the same. I am also, I want to be fair. I want to do the same. So only thing I will ask for is the mere existence of God. I will not give you a hint what it is, if it's the Islamic, the Christian, the Hindu, whatsoever. And I want you to refute that. Good luck doing that.
Not refute it, but understand you, right? It's not a matter of refuting you.
Yeah.
We're not
If you're
trying to
asking,
refute. We're not trying to
if
refute your belief. We're trying to understand it.
yeah, if you're asking for, and
And
if
I'm
you're,
trying to understand your atheism, and you give me nothing.
It's okay.
Okay,
Hang
let
on.
me
So
try and
hang on,
explain it. Oh, God.
Usama. When someone says they don't believe in a god or gods, right? Then you ask them what do they believe in. Then, like myself, I can say I believe in things that comport with reality, and I can elaborate on it. I can also elaborate on why I'm an atheist. I can elaborate on because there's a multitude of explanations of how things exist that do not require a god or gods or anything supernatural to be inserted in that explanation. So that's a reasonable, rational explanation for my atheism.
yeah,
Were
and like,
you ever religious, JCC?
No, I was around it, but I was never convinced to believe it.
Okay, but like
I
what
was.
no, but like were you when you were raised, like what were you raised around? Well, like what were you exposed to?
Roman Catholic.
Is your name a
brother,
pun on Jesus Christ? Just
No, my
curious.
name is not a pun. It's my initials.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
well, I am an ex-Muslim, so I understand Osama maybe best than you all because I was a Muslim, so I know how a Muslim thinks because I was one of them. Okay, and I do respect Muslims, but I have zero respect for Islam because Islam is
Same,
an
same.
is
I know how atheists think because I was atheist for 7 years, and I think they, you know, I
How
don't.
do I
I
think?
respect
I
atheists, but
doubt
I
that
don't
Fundamentalism,
respect
I doubt that.
atheism.
Wait, but what do
How
you
do
fundamentalism.
mean?
I think?
I swear to
Bob, I
God.
know.
I swear to God. What if I show you?
Moderator,
What,
I'm going to
Osama,
have
What
Osama,
to
if I
Osama,
put
give
bring?
me.
Hold on
down.
a second, Usama.
What if I show you my videos on YouTube talking bad about
Hold on,
religion and
just one
You
talking?
gotta
second,
Here's the
give
It's
Usama.
all
Bob the
problem.
there.
same
Hold
decency and
on 1 second,
respect
Usama.
that we
You said you
asked.
know how I think. How do I think exactly? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, yo, Osama, give Bob the same respect that we asked people to give you and allow him to like finish what he's trying to. I mean, we're going off as popcorn. It's cool. It's cool.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? Is when we go to a monolith, right? That this group must think like this, the other group must think like this, right?
Yeah, I wanted to hear his answer
It's
though,
kind of
right?
dishonest.
I wanted to hear his answer though. Usama, how do I think, please?
I was just responding to Shushu, brother. Calm down.
No, I'm calm, dude. How do I think?
I mean, I actually enjoy the
Shushu,
conversation.
Shushu, how Muslim thinks?
No. I'm an atheist. How do I think?
Shushu, how Muslim thinks?
Yeah, no, I'm an
You're
atheist.
diverting.
How
You're
do I
I
think?
diverting.
want to.
No,
I
no,
want.
no, no, no. Shushu, how Muslim
No,
thinks?
no, no. That's not the question, Usama.
Well,
No,
okay.
no, 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 no. That's not the question.
Okay,
Yo,
you're not being
moderators,
serious
can we
now.
just move on, bro? They're like trolling each other.
Yeah,
So.
you're not being serious here.
Can I please ask Usama a question?
Tried. He didn't want to answer.
Usama, how many
Go
gods do
ahead.
you believe in?
All of them.
Okay,
How
so
many is that?
yeah.
They are infinite.
Okay, so you're not a monotheistic person. You're more following a monarchy, correct?
No, I'm monotheistic still.
How can you be monotheistic if you believe in other gods? You would then be following a monarchy. You would be believing in a polytheistic setup, but only worshipping one.
I hope you understand I'm doing this to prove a point. I hope you understand the point.
No,
What is
there
the
is no
point
point.
exactly?
You want T, it was before. When I ask atheists which God you don't believe in, they say all of them.
All of the ones
Okay,
that have been
and
claimed, yes.
okay,
And I would
and
do the same. If you ask me which one you
Enigma,
believe in, then I say all of
Enigma,
them.
please.
but that's a lie, right? But you're lying.
You know,
But
or
you're
it's
lying. Why would
negation.
you
You know,
lie,
it
You
is
Usama?
sounded like a
negation.
seal.
But
It is
Usama, why
negation
would
is
you
but
lie?
it is negation is better. You know, I believe
But
in no
Usama, why would
particular
you
God.
lie though?
I don't believe in no particular God.
Okay, then
That
why
I
would you
think that
lie,
that
Usama?
is
What's going
more
on here?
you know elegant. I know
Usama, why would
I
you
believe
lie
in no
about believing in gods?
I don't believe in particular God.
Okay, then why would you lie?
I don't believe in particular
I
God.
heard you, but why would you lie?
I heard you too, and that's why I'm
Osama,
telling you. I don't believe in
I
particular
Osama,
God.
know, Usama, but why would
I
you
believe
lie?
in a God. In a God, there is
Okay,
God I
so
believe
why
in,
would
but
you
not
lie
one
then?
in particular.
Then why would you lie?
You know, but and you know, it's just you know, you troll, I troll. It's simple.
T,
Oh, you're
may
gonna
I
because you're trolling.
may
Okay,
I ask
thank
him a
you.
question,
Okay,
please?
because you're a troll, so we
No,
should not
thank you.
take you seriously. Thank you.
Osama, okay. Do you read Quran in Arabic or translation?
I read it in Arabic and in English.
Okay, in Arabic. What does the Quran say about a newborn human? Like, okay, I know the verse where it says that God takes you out from your mother's wombs empty, like knowing nothing. It literally says knowing nothing. So we are all born like empty pages, nothing written there. So you become a believer by society. You learn to become a believer through your family, your parents, your school, your community. But if you have a human born in nature, he will not know God, any gods. He will just live life and try to survive. That's what the Quran says.
Are you
I
engaging with the
just
troll, Bob? Is that what
where
you're
does
doing?
wait where does the Quran say this? Because let's get into the textual.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I would bring you the text, but
Okay, okay. As you
yeah.
can find it, there in my village, there's a proverb that says, "A child does not need to be told about God. A child does not need to be told about God." So it's like some things that people call God are self evident. Like when JCC says things, do things exist? Yes, I do. I have no issue with his contextualization of the manifest like or epistemology. I have no issue with it. You know what I mean? Like and I find it useful for other people that are not religious to have such epistemologies. Like I think we can coexist.
I will
But
read for you the translation also.
okay, wait, you have a verse?
Yeah, it's in Surah Al-Nahl.
Just give me the number, please. Like I cannot spell
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah. It's 16, verse 78.
Okay, Quran 1678.
Yes.
Okay, and Allah brought you. What did you want to read it?
It's okay, yeah, you can go ahead to read it.
And I'm not gonna do an Arabic accent. I can't. And Allah brought you out of the wombs of your mothers while you knew nothing, and gave you hearing, sight, and intellect. So perhaps you would be thankful.
You see? That's my
But
point. Knowing nothing. It
I'm
says
sorry.
it.
What was your point? It doesn't say that you know nothing. It doesn't say that at
Yeah, it
all.
says لا تعلمون شيئا, which means
No, it doesn't say
no.
that. He just read it. It doesn't say that.
Yeah, it
It says,
says that in
wait,
Arabic. I
T, T,
read it
T,
in
He
Arabic.
literally just read it. Were you
T,
here a second ago when he read it?
In
what's
Arabic,
your
it says
interpretation, T? Wait, don't do it back and forth. What's your interpret? Let's just share what people think in turns. T, what do
I,
you think
I,
about it?
I literally just heard it say that he came out of the wound and gave you stuff so that you would be grateful. At no point did it say you don't know anything, right? It just said that he gave you stuff so that you would be grateful. That's all.
Bro, okay, so the translation, I'm reading from Abdul Halim translation. It says, "It is God who brought you out of your mother's womb knowing nothing." He has written it like that because the original text, it says, "Wallahu akhrajakum min butuni ummahatikum." I mean, it talks about taking children from like I'm taking you from your mother's womb. لا تعلمون شيئا. So لا, it means like, just like Hebrew, it means no
Mm.
or do not. تعلمون means
But
knowing.
a baby knows how to cry. It knows how to suckle.
Yeah, I mean, we would just dismiss
Yeah.
this as being completely incorrect, right?
No, it means that humans.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Bob. No, I don't think you understood what I just said. It means you would dismiss it as completely incorrect because it does not align with reality.
I'm not talking about reality. I'm talking about.
Yeah, we are talking about reality, Bob.
No, you are talking
He is
about
atheist like you.
a
He is
religious text.
atheist. You guys are the same side. You're trying to prove the same thing.
Like I said, we're just going to dismiss it as false. It's obviously wrong.
Bro,
T, stop being so rude.
I'm using his logic. Okay, bro, that's not my conviction.
It's not his logic.
T,
Yeah,
T, T,
Yes.
be nice.
No, absolutely
You're
not.
being very rude today.
You fucking better believe.
Listen, T gets grilled all the time. He's allowed to grill people back every now and then. But my
But
my my
both of them
problem,
are saying the same thing. Both of them are saying that the ayah is wrong, and I don't know why
Osama,
they are debating.
Well, obviously it's wrong.
hang
We
on a
just
Yes,
established
second.
that.
he's saying the same thing.
Okay, uh, Osama, I've been speaking to Kathy, and I want to get. Are you on the same page, Osama? Because Kathy says that she is upset because people are not saying the truth that a God exists. Is that the problem, or is it the fact that you want me to believe because it will reinforce your belief?
You know, I don't I'm not member of new religion like Mormon or Jehovah Witness to preach. My religion is old. I'm content. We are 1.5 billion. I don't need you to
Hmm.
become a Muslim. I need nothing
Okay.
from you. It's just
Okay, that's cool.
all that is in the matter is that we in Clubhouse, we bored, we want to have fun. That's all.
Okay, so I reject the claim that over 1 billion people are actually Muslim. I believe that they may identify as being Muslim, but based upon where they are, they're unable to be who they are because they're afraid of the punishments that will be given to them. So yeah, I don't believe that number is that great. First of all, second of all, if it was that great, then it would have needed to have had some sort of evangelization or proselytization to get other people on board, surely.
Yes, that's a given. I think the interesting number here is the one that that we don't compare it to, though. Let's go ahead and just go with the billion number and assume it's correct, right? Now let's take a look at the other numbers that apply to that billion. Muslims are dead last in poverty. They are dead last in education. They are dead last in healthcare. They are dead last in all these other things, right? So,
What do you
like,
mean dead first
sure,
in
you're
poverty?
saying, okay, I'm a part of the billion. Yeah, you're a part of the shittiest billion, the
Wait,
poorest billion, the worst off billion in the world. There's
okay, but you just called
white
yourself.
fundamentally
white supremacy,
what's
white
going on,
supremacy.
right?
You make a big mistake, my brother.
Wait, what did he
No, I
say?
didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah, wait, don't you mean dead
Sorry,
first?
Ooh.
sorry. One,
Bro, oh my god, dog. Like, don't you mean dead first in poverty?
Dead
are
first in
we
poverty.
saying that
Yes.
all people that follow Islam are not white? Because
That's not true.
you'd be greatly mistaken. I mean, how can you
Wait,
equate?
what, like, you didn't say
How
anything
can you
about them being
equate
whites or not
white
whites.
supremacy with worshipping Islam? What you have to remember is when white supremacy was happening, they were following a monotheistic God, which even Islam ascribes to, but just doesn't like the fact that Jesus was claimed to be the Son of God, which I think is quite stupid myself. You know, why would God kill himself to himself
Someone,
for
someone,
himself?
someone call over 1 billion people shitty, and that is okay. This room is not healthy, man.
No, no, you missed. He didn't
I didn't
say
say
that
they were
those
But okay,
people
shitty.
were
we
shitty.
gotta.
He said the religion
It is
was.
I didn't say they
recorded.
were
He
shitty.
said
I
the
said the
billion that is
religion is
the
shitty.
shitty billion. He said the shitty billion.
No, child. I
He
said the
said the
religion
shitty
is
billion. I
shitty.
hit it.
No,
Don't
child.
deny
I
it.
said the
But
Don't
religion
yo,
is
deny it.
shitty.
wait, bro, please, I beg, bro.
What
I'm
the
trying to
fuck,
put
dude?
my
I said, first of
earphones.
all,
I'm
that
trying to
they
put. Wait,
are.
yo, relax. Like, yo, please. Like, respect doesn't work on stage. I cannot demand respect for you when you're speaking if you do not respect me when I'm speaking. Does that make sense? Please try not to scream. Please go ahead.
I didn't say anything like that, Usama. What I said was that they are dead last in these categories, and there is a correlation to the
So now you
religion.
retract. Yeah,
Therefore, I'm
that's
not done
good. You
yet,
better
Osama.
retract. You
Osama, I'm
better
not done yet.
retract. Yes, you made a
Osama, I'm
Yo,
mistake.
not done
yo.
yet.
It
Why are
is.
you interrupting
Okay,
me?
okay. Osama,
Dude,
this is your
what's
warning.
going on here?
I would just move you to the goo. I wouldn't kick you out the room, but like, please just be chill. You get a warning.
Seriously, dude, control yourself. God, wow. Like, grow up a little. What I said was that they are dead last in these categories, and there's a high correlation between these categories and the religion. Obviously, something is going on with the religion that is leading these people to be in these categories.
You say that correlation is?
So
Saying
yes,
there's a strong
correlation is not
correlation,
causation.
right?
That's very famous thing. But you know, I'm glad that you
Usama.
start from the shitty thing. You don't.
We
It's
can
wrong to
definitely
call.
examine the
Don't
causation,
interrupt me. I didn't
right?
interrupt you. Don't interrupt
No,
me.
we
I
can
didn't
examine the
interrupt you.
causation. That's
No,
fine.
don't
I'm
interrupt
saying
me.
that there's
Don't
a
Yeah,
interrupt
strong
me.
yeah.
It's
correlation.
recorded. The room is recorded. I want to get that recording in my hand. I will talk to the
yeah.
room owner.
No
It
one
you
denies that
called
it's recorded,
over.
Usama.
You know it's recorded. It's a replay on. So you called a
Doing, dude.
million
Who
people
cares? Who gives a
shitty.
fuck?
Why is
You
that?
said
That's
Who
you
irrelevant
said
to
the
the
cares?
shitty
argument,
billion.
Oh
Usama.
my
Come on.
god, bro.
Nobody cares,
Yo, bro,
Usama.
please, like, dog, yo, take turns. I cannot even follow the
Yeah, I
conversation here.
respect him. He doesn't
Just take
respect
turns,
me.
bro.
That's
Like,
a problem. I
Of course
listened
I
when he
don't
was
respect
talking.
you. You're a child.
I
Oh,
look. Come on, Whistler.
don't
Look,
be so
you can.
cruel.
So you know,
Again,
it's bad.
no, I'm not
It is bad
interested.
to call. It is bad to call million billion people shitty billion.
I
Human are human.
didn't. I didn't.
We
I
all have.
didn't.
T,
I
We
didn't,
all
you
have.
moron.
Let me
Stop
I
it.
don't
finish.
like your
Let me
style,
Stop
finish.
it. I
T.
didn't, you moron.
Let
T,
me finish. Let
T,
me. No, you did. You
T.
did. Good that you retract. Okay,
No,
I
I
will
didn't.
accept
Osama,
your
No,
just
I
wait.
didn't.
retraction.
No, I didn't.
Osama, just wait. T, I don't like your style. Please, I mean, you should be respectful, even though you don't. Or
I
I
should
don't.
not be
No,
respectful.
no.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
interested in being
yeah.
respectful.
Say the, say the,
Tea.
say the
No, I'm
what's
serious. I'm not
T,
interested in
T,
being respectful to
T,
him.
T,
Let me be clear, okay?
T.
okay, but
Listen.
yo, be respectful to the stage and the people
Yeah,
listening.
I'm fine with that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like
bro, we
say
don't want to hear, like, bro, we don't want to hear like a back and forth. Like, I
I
don't,
get it. So he should stop talking about me, right?
T.
bro. You said something in the room. He has a chance to respond to
Yeah, he's gonna
afterward.
sit here and
Yo,
tell.
bro,
T,
stop,
T, you are
please, stop.
wasting our
Yo,
time.
I didn't
stop.
say that.
Yo, allow me to speak, and then you can speak. Okay, like, he'll respond to what you said, and then if you want to respond and further this dialogue, you can. If you don't, I'm pretty sure everybody else would love to move the fuck on. I'd love to hear
You
where, like,
probably should move
about.
on from this
Yo, I
point,
love
to
to
Okay,
be
hear.
honest.
you know that's not what's happening, right, Whirl? He's not
Let's
responding
just
to
move
what
the
I'm
fuck on.
saying.
Let's just move
He's
on, bro. Let's
accusing me
move
of
on.
saying something I didn't say. It's
Let's just move
different,
on.
right?
But yo, T, what's your religion? I want us to get to that.
Well, I don't have a religion.
Oh, you don't have a what's your belief system? What grounds your morality?
My preferences. Wait,
Sounds
why is that
Absolutely. I
hedonistic.
funny?
completely agree.
Why is
It
that funny?
sounds a little hedonistic.
I mean, both are.
Wait, why is it hedonistic?
You
Wait,
both
hold on. Why
sound
is it no?
childish,
Hold
guys.
on. Why is it hedonistic?
You both
That was
sound
just the first word that came to mind.
childish.
No, I want to examine that more,
It was
please.
just something that came to mind. I was like, oh, like hedonists, they do whatever they want. You said
Yeah, I don't do
your
whatever I want. I
morality
assure
is
you, right?
derived
My
from your
morality is grounded in
preferences
things that are my
and what you
preferences that
like.
don't
And
allow
like,
me to do
T,
yeah,
whatever I
go.
T.
want,
Why
right?
don't you
So that's a
listen to other
silly
people
idea that
talking?
hedonistic is describing anything that I'm talking about, right?
Hi, Enigma.
I'm sure it isn't. Like, what? Okay, let's do this. What three philosophies, ideologies? I usually ask religious, but you're not. You said you're not religious. But could you name three philosophies or ideologies that are self-descriptive to you? Because you're
Probably
atheist.
not.
Thou shalt not
Like, for example,
have
are you a
sex before
secular
marriage.
humanist?
Probably
Like, are
Thou
you a
not. I
shalt
don't
secular
know what
not.
you mean
No,
by
no, no. Okay,
self-descriptive.
I'm not asking
Hold
you.
on,
We'll get to you. Okay,
hold on.
Probably
Well,
not.
just
I
to
don't know what you
elaborate
mean
on,
by self-descriptive.
are you a secular humanist? T? We could start there.
No, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm a secular lifist, if you will.
are
Right?
you
I
a
think
fan
all
of
life is.
Okay.
are you a
So,
fan of
can I
analytical
just answer the
philosophy?
question that was asked of me,
I mean,
please?
bro, you've been interrupting
No,
everybody.
I know. Can I answer the question that was asked of me, please? You're
Yeah.
interrupting
Go ahead.
my answer, right?
Go
No,
ahead.
I am not a secular humanist. I'm a secular lifist. Secular humanists privilege human life. I privilege all life.
So, are you like a
Secular life.
vegetarian or a vegan? Hold on. Are you like a
No,
do
I'm
you,
not. No, I'm not.
so, okay. So, I guess at what point is it, in your opinion, morally okay to use animals for clothing or food versus humans? If you don't think, do you think there's a distinction in value between those things?
No, I think that's all about the same in my mind in terms of value proposition.
Okay.
Can I
Do
give
you
my
think that humans
answer?
should be treated differently than humans? Do you think that humans should be treated differently than animals?
No, I don't.
So, okay, but would you be against like cannibalism then if you said that you are not a vegan?
No,
No,
I
not at
wouldn't be
all.
against
No,
cannibalism if I
no, I wouldn't
needed
be
to
against
be.
cannibalism. You eat what the fuck you want, right?
Even if the person
Yeah.
didn't consent to being,
Myself, right?
even if the person did not consent to being eaten?
Okay, well now you're
No,
talking about a
Ah,
no, no,
murder,
no,
which is
no,
like
no,
something
no.
that's
ah.
unlikely, right?
Right, but you wouldn't
It is,
equate.
doesn't it?
I
But
would
I
be
would
would you?
joking
never
about
eat a person.
cannibalism, right?
Oh, I don't know,
Presumably
T.
we've got
Hold on, guys. Everyone's
a
talking at once.
plate
Go
of
ahead.
meat in front of me, and you're going to
Yeah.
ask me, "Hey, is it okay if this guy eats?" And I'm going to go, "Sure, go ahead, knock yourself out." Right? That's what I said yes to.
Right, but
It
I
was,
guess is there a distinction in your mind between like killing a chicken for food versus killing a human being for food? Then.
No,
what if it
no, it's all
was
killing for food, right?
allowed? Like in Germany,
Hey, you are fucked up.
there was a
In
guy
what way?
who.
You think it's okay to kill a
Yo,
human
TA,
just for
I don't think it's
wait,
chicken?
okay.
TA, bro,
No, I
like
never said it
chill,
was
like,
okay. At no point did I say it's okay.
Was it okay
Right?
to kill a chicken for food? Then maybe is a better equivalent. Then is it okay to kill a chicken for food?
Yeah.
No, I
If
don't think it
somebody
is.
wants someone to eat them,
Well, if it's hold on,
does that mean
but
that
you
they're
do
wrong?
concede that you do eat the meat though. If you, so, you're saying
Correct.
it's not a. Do you think it's okay that you eat chicken meat?
Yeah, I think it's fine
wait,
Okay, so
could enigma?
why is it fine in your mind to eat
because
chicken
I'm
meat
not
then?
doing any killing.
Sure, but you think that the person who did kill the chicken is not doing something that's okay,
That's correct.
and you're paying for their services
Oh,
in
I
support
With
don't.
of them
money.
killing
That's
the
right.
chicken.
I don't think they're doing anything wrong
Yeah,
by killing.
I think it depends on how they kill the chicken, but I think it can be done in a way with respect to the
No,
animal's life.
not really. I
Sure,
think
I'm not
lion
advocating
killing a
for veganism here.
gazelle,
I'm just
I
finding
mean,
the
I'm sorry,
distinction
what do you
in
say, Caleb?
value.
but a lion.
I'm not a pro vegan either. I'm just trying to see where the distinction between value is in terms of like when it would be morally okay to kill a human versus an animal. Like
Yeah,
there's
Well,
no.
I'm
if you're
uncomfortable with
starving
all
to death.
killing, period, across the board.
You're comfortable or uncomfortable?
With
Oh,
all killing
uncomfortable.
across the board, period. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't want to be anywhere near it. I don't want to be associated with it. I want my burger to be delivered well dead and ground and after the fact.
But you would prefer the burger be like plant meat instead of beef,
No,
if you could
I
have it
don't care
your.
one way or the other, right?
But wouldn't the plant have less death associated with it than the beef?
No, it's still life, as far as I'm concerned.
The plant is still alive,
Yeah, the plant's alive.
but the plant. I don't think plant-based like vegan products are living plants. I think they've been uprooted and killed at that point to the extent that a plant can die.
Wait, so you
Yeah,
like
that's
I'm
true. That's true of no too, right?
if a cow was killed in an ethical way, you would have no problem eating like a or like a regular burger. Is
Okay,
that what
I
you're
think I
saying?
haven't made myself clear. Number one, there is no ethical way to kill a cow. Number
Hmm.
two, I have no problem eating a burger.
And what are the justifications for both of those premises? And it seems like there's a tension between those.
Number one, I don't like it. Number two, I'm hungry.
Right, but you could fulfill that hunger with something that's not a cow, right? That didn't die.
You can justify anything like that.
Certainly could, right? I certainly could.
So
I could go find some crackers. You're right, but that doesn't stop me from eating a burger.
I
and you
mean,
don't
the
think that
way
you ought not
humans
eat
are
a burger.
going, if
I
they kill
can,
every single animal
I
brother,
and
love
there are no
burgers.
animals, who's to
guys.
Hold
say
on,
that
let
it's
Enigma
not
talk.
going to be moral in the future for humans to eat each other?
I can
We
justify.
don't know, do we?
Hold on, let
Enigma,
Enigma finish her
I
point
can,
because you all were talking over
I
her and I
can,
couldn't hear what she was saying.
I can justify
Well, what
anything.
do you expect? People that believe in God, they don't want to listen to women. They just want to
Okay,
I
as someone
can
who
just,
believes in God, I'm
stroke
the
their
one
own
who's letting you
egos.
talk.
can
That's
you
So
right.
moderate,
I
That's
please?
true.
was about
That's
to hop
true,
on the
hold
Enigma.
phone.
on,
Like, more
That's
there.
so true.
hold on, hold on. Enigma, just can you repeat what you said because everyone was talking over you and it was hard to hear.
Yeah, I said the way that humans are going on this planet, destroying everything, including life and species, who's to say that there might be no animals to eat in the future? And humans, will be eating each other as food, that would be a moral thing. We have to remember that morality is what the people say it is. Otherwise, it would be the same across the board for every single country in the world, which it isn't. So it's laughable to me that people they poo poo the idea because they've been indoctrinated to believe that. I don't like the thought of eating a human, but who's to say if I'm starving to death and there is nothing else to eat, would I actually do that? I don't know.
Just for
Again, it's survival of the fittest.
Also,
But when you
also, I
say,
think. Sorry.
hold on, but when you say kill, do you mean like kill a human without their consent, or do you mean like an ethical sourcing of human meat?
It doesn't matter if I'm that ravenously hungry, I may end up killing someone. I wouldn't want to, but I would have to
But
for
that
my
person
Yeah,
might not want to
survival.
be
but,
killed,
but
right?
Wait,
Enigma,
yo, can I bring
Enigma,
some,
wouldn't you
yo,
just throw it back up though? Wouldn't you just be sick? So what was the
I
point of
don't
eating
know.
somebody? Because I
Well,
would
that's
be sick
different.
No
see,
That's
straight
she's
idea.
away.
different.
I
incompatible.
can't
She can't
answer that.
answer that. What the fuck? Okay, yo, there's been situations in the past in the past 100 years where people ate people like on Papua New Guinea in World War II. But the instance I was thinking of was the Munster Rebellion in 1535 in Munster, Germany, where Anabaptists took control of the city and it was laid siege by the princeps, whatever. Like he like the Catholic. I don't know. They tried to siege the city. It was a terrible hunger that overtook these religious zealots. At a time, they do dig up bodies and like start cooking the bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ew.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think to what other people have been saying is like morality. Sometimes there's not a right or wrong. There's just like what you need to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that happened.
the need
Well,
implies an obligation,
that
though. World
happened,
like that implies that there's a goal that's trying to be set, right?
Yeah,
brothers.
survival. Like if you have to survive
Well,
in Munster, and the
can you hear
option
me?
is like, yeah, yeah. 1 second, I'm just responding to something that somebody just asked me, man. Just like
Yeah.
take time, take time, take time. Like okay, if like you're literally baking, if your chances are like baking poop, and like because that's what people did in Munster. It's pretty interesting time in Christian history.
Mhm.
Or digging up bodies. It's like you're obligated to find something to do to not starve or eat rocks. You know what I mean?
Right. But are there certain things that we would say that one ought net like there is no circumstance in which it would be permitted, even if it was like pragmatic or useful? Like, are you implying utilitarianism or consequentialism in that point?
I mean, I'm certainly not. I'm saying that it's all based on preferences, right?
No, what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
it's all about survival. I mean, even
Mm.
Muslims or Christians or atheists find themselves starving. I mean, it depends. Some people will just decide to die starving.
Hmm.
Others cannot, like they will just go eat another human being or eat even poop, like you said. So,
Sure, others might make different decisions, but that doesn't like I would say that
Ah,
if you had two different people, one who decided to kill their children to eat them to survive, and one who said, "I'm not going to do that. I'm going to die and let my children potentially eat me or whatever," would you not say that the second option, like that would be a better mother, that would be more noble and that'd be more praiseworthy for her to be willing to lay down her
Yeah,
of
life for her
course.
there's
husband and
probably
do?
some virtue I could identify in that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Virtue
yes. But
ethics. Yes, exactly.
this is like the trolley problem, where it's like from the perspective of society, yes, we value the mother that like sacrifices herself for her children, but like
Right.
the mother that can sacrifice her children to survive. I mean, she values that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to her, that was a moral choice. So I really do feel like morality requires a perspective.
I mean, she
So
might think
Yeah,
that. It
I
doesn't mean
think we're
that
all
she's
in
right, though.
agreement, right? I think that we've
I'm
all
not.
identified that different people
I'm not in
react.
Guys,
agreement.
Hold
imagine,
on, that different people
Yo, T,
react in different ways given different situations, right?
guys,
yeah,
imagine.
that's right. That's right, T.
Yo, Tia, you outbursting too much. Just a warning. You get one.
What?
I don't
I've
think we
barely
actually. I
spoken.
don't think
guys,
we do agree on this because I'm advocating for there to be like an objective. One is more
I
virtuous than the
want.
other,
Well,
and not the
okay, so
equal single
There could
spectrum.
never
but
be
hold
an
on.
objective morality.
I think
Never.
that you pointed at the actual argument, which is that we can simply argue that one is more virtuous to the other than the other, and that's not going to be objective, right? Virtue.
Imagine.
Hold on, excuse me, I wasn't done yet, Bob. If you wouldn't mind not interrupting me, virtues are always tied to a person. They are a value that a subject holds, right? And so it's always going to be down to the subject which virtue you're choosing. So if you're going to choose one virtue over another, that's a personal preference.
And that applies to a god, if one such exists. If a god exists, it is a subject, not an object.
I
And
agree with that. Yeah.
therefore morality would have to be subjective to that being. But that doesn't mean to say if there are other beings that they have to follow that line of thinking, because all morality is going to be subjective and has been subjective for what we know. You know, people who worshipped God or gods thought
So,
that
so,
sacrifice. I'm
so,
talking.
hold on, you Sama. Don't interrupt her. Hold on.
So people who worshipped gods used to sacrifice children. They used to kill their children if they disobeyed them. They used to do all of these things that they considered moral, that was told by a god. But shift a couple of millennia forward, and we're not doing that anymore because we know it's harmful, and it's probably not the best thing to do if you want a society to grow, and you don't want to cause harm. And yeah, I mean, we make our own morality. It doesn't come from a being that is separate from us, that we have to follow, you know, because we've got a gun against our head. Otherwise, we'll be tortured for all eternity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
Enigma,
agree with
but
the
Yeah,
first.
the
Oh,
problem.
yeah,
hold on.
I agree.
Okay, I was going to
Enigma.
say I agree with the first point that I don't think that morality is grounded in God. I think that it's separate and God has perfect knowledge of the moral facts. But I don't agree with the second point that it's completely subjective in the sense that it's like invented by humans. So
Okay,
Okay,
these
so
these are
what
what
would it
can
mean
I
to
I
have
explore
wanted.
value?
that?
Oh, go ahead.
Hang on a
What would it
second.
mean to
Can we
have a
explore
value?
that? One
yeah.
second.
Yeah,
Can
let's
we?
explore it.
I want to explore that with Caleb. Caleb, what is your belief system?
With theism or morality or both.
Which God do you believe in?
I mean, I'm a Christian, but if we're talking about just general theism,
Okay.
like, about the
So,
moral fact, hold on. I don't
yeah.
want to. I'd prefer to just stick on topic with the morality thing, right?
Well, of
So if we're
course you
talking
do,
about
because you don't want to. It will be about morality, but I just need
yes,
to know which being you're getting the morality from.
I'm not saying I'm not getting it from. I'm not for the sake of this argument. Moral facts exist outside of God. God doesn't
Okay.
decide what they are, right? He's
Okay.
it's subjective. He knows what they are, but he's not the one who just arbitrarily decides.
So
Okay,
you're
I
saying that
agree with you on
morals
that
are
Enigma.
point.
objective. Well, I just need to
Yes,
clarify. Morals are objective,
yes.
and God tells us what those objective morals are.
It's like there's a
No,
book
he just
that
knows
he's
what they are, right?
consulting. Yes, he's omniscient, right?
Okay.
He would know what they are, but he didn't
Okay.
invent them, right?
Okay, so he knows what they are. He's omniscient, and then he tells us what we need to do to be moral. So my
Right.
He
question
didn't tell
then,
us, right? He didn't say that. I don't know why you keep doing that. That's a move
what?
he's not making, right?
No, but he tells us what
No,
those
that's
morals
the move he's
are
not
that are
making,
objective.
Enigma. Hold on. That's the move he's not making, right?
Okay, so Caleb, are you saying then we don't know, but God does what these morals are?
I think he knows perfectly, but I think we know a good deal about what they are.
How
I mean,
do
I think
we
we
know
override.
what these morals are? We're not omniscient, so how do we know?
And
It's
well,
actually quite
you can.
simple.
No, I'm asking
All the
Caleb. One
great
second.
teachers.
You can have a go
I'm
afterwards.
answering your
No,
questions.
I'm
If you
talking
give
to
me 30
Caleb. 1
seconds,
second,
don't be so
please.
threatened by it,
Hans,
Enigma.
could
No,
we
I'm
stop
not.
jumping in the middle of the conversations, Hans, please? So we wrap this
Well,
Please.
up, and then
okay,
we
I'll
can
wait
talk
my
to Enigma.
turn. Thank
I
you.
will go.
Thank you.
Listen. I will go on mute for another half an hour afterwards. But I just want to get. I want to get the reasoning, how you're getting to God has the knowledge of something but doesn't
Right.
set it.
Right.
But how do we have the knowledge of it if God did not tell us?
Yeah, I'd say that we developed faculties through evolution and through social development, stuff like that, to where we can learn things about the world, including moral facts, just like we can learn about, I don't know, the water cycle or about quantum physics or whatever, right? We can make discoveries. We can also make moral discoveries and moral developments, just like we can make scientific developments. And I think that's what we've done the past 1,000 years, where our morality's gotten better over time overall.
Okay, so
Just
what
like
would
our
be a
science has
truth
gotten
maker
better.
for a moral fact then that we could discover?
What would be a truth maker? It would just be any other truth maker that would just correspond to reality. Like, human beings have inherent value and dignity, for example, could be one.
Okay, so like let's take that for example. What do you mean
Yeah.
by inherent value?
Inherent value is they possess something that, we ought to respect and treat with dignity in that sense.
Right. That's the question. Why
Yes.
ought we treat it with value and respect?
Well, that would be intrinsically motivating, right? It would be like if you're a fully rational being, it's like, why should we care if 2 + 2 = 4? It's sort of the idea that that's what we all have goals towards, and that people who do bad things, for example, have misaligned goals and are sort of ignorant of the truth in that sense.
All you're doing is you're pointing at misaligned preferences that don't align with other preferences, right?
Right. Well, sure, but it would be like
Well,
to
that's
say
all
that
you've
if someone
done so
has,
far. That's the only move you made is point at preferences that don't align with other preferences.
well, I would switch out the word preferences for seemings, right? In the same way that we would do anything else, right? Like you and I might see that there's a tree in front of us, but someone who's blind, who has faculties that aren't working properly, might not see that tree. And yet the fact that he can't see it is not a very good reason for us to doubt that there is a tree there, right? We could say that just like the psychopath has something wrong with his brain or something like that, or people have something wrong with their education where they might come to false beliefs. In the same way, we have to sort of mitigate those. And so through education, through reason, through thought experiments, all that stuff, we can try to mitigate those things that may make us ignorant of the moral facts, just like we would with scientific facts.
I'm prepared to accept the existence of the tree. I'm still looking for the moral fact maker. So this would be the fact maker or the truth maker for the proposition. There's a tree there, right? That would be what we're talking about, right? I'm still looking for the truth maker for a moral fact. I just haven't been handed one yet.
Could I please it to you? All the great moral teachers, all the great philosophers have said the same thing. Like Rabbi Hillel, they asked him, "Can you sum up the Torah while standing on one leg?" He goes, "Sure. What you would hate done to your don't do to your fellow." Right? So it's all about empathy. Now, when you're saying you don't care whether you kill and eat a human or a plant or an animal, it's all the same to you. You're just displaying your lack of empathy. It's that simple.
I disagree.
No, I'm displaying my empathy for life. Right?
If a mother who can't feed her children needs to kill someone to feed her children so that they live, that is showing empathy whilst all almost doing something that we would deem to be immoral at the same time. So you can't say that, Hans. It's not a definitive.
And you're right. During the Holodomor in 1942 in the Ukraine, when people were starving, they asked women and who had survived, "Why did you eat?" And they said, "Well, I figured the child wasn't going to survive, and instead of both of us dying, I survived." So it's a degree of selfishness instead of empathy, right? And if you're struggling, and this is the human quandary, if you're struggling to survive at all costs at the expense of other creatures, then there's something wrong with you. You have no empathy.
So let's see if he's up and going. I see something, and my response to human things is I get a heavy feeling in my chest like my heart is breaking. I get weepy a little. I get upset. Right? I get flustered and emotionally out of sorts about it. Is that selfishness or is that empathy?
It all depends on what gives you that weight in your chest, T. What gives you that weight in?
No, I'm asking the question. Is that so?
Well,
Pick
like I
something.
said, it
Pick something
depends
that
on
makes it
what gives you
selfishness.
that feeling.
No, pick something that makes it selfishness,
Because
please.
your hard drive crashes and you feel this weight, whereas if you see a cat get run over, you don't feel the same weight. Then that says
No. I
something
do
about
feel
where
the same
you're
way.
coming from.
No, I do feel the same way. So what makes it selfishness?
Well, what makes what selfishness?
Well, that's what your claim was,
Fuck,
right?
dude.
Because it's
Trash.
My
subjected
claim
to that person. That doesn't make it
serving
selfish.
yourself at the expense of everything else.
Here.
I don't get it.
Here,
Like if
That's
perfect
my
what
hard drive
example.
crashes,
selfishness is.
if my hard
Here,
drive crashes,
perfect.
that affects a lot more than me. You realize,
Yeah,
right?
perfect.
Not
Yeah,
treating other people equally. It's called the golden rule. So if you ignore the golden rule, yeah, you're
You're
a
just
selfish
ignoring what I'm
person.
saying, though, which is that I'm having empathy, right?
How's that?
I'm not acting selfishly. I'm having a personal experience in which I am feeling the emotions of somebody else, right? I'm having I'm
Okay.
having this. That's called empathy. Last I checked, right? That's
Yeah.
not called
Right.
selfishness. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah. Also, like also,
Ada?
No, selfishness is willing to sacrifice someone else for your own benefit.
look. I'm
Well,
gonna look.
that's not selfish.
Can I hop in here? Can I please hop in here? So a couple years ago, I lost my mother. Right. Recently I lost my cat. I felt more for my cat, right? I had a more overwhelming sense, right? It's not that I didn't love my mother, it's that I raised that since he was 2 weeks old. Does that mean that I loved the cat that I put down and I showed more love and the love for my cat superseded the love that I had for my mother? Obviously not. Just because someone is more emotional, right, when they lose something or someone compared to the same exact thing, that doesn't mean that they're going, this thing had more value. They're just showing that their emotions that they are displaying, it hit them in a different way. They're not saying that that thing has more value I'm not saying that my cat had more value than my mother. I'm just saying it hit me harder than I expected it compared to my mother,
Ada?
right? There's no moral. I'm not again. I'm not claiming that a cat, right, an animal, has more moral value than a human. It just hit me differently, right? People process different kinds of death differently. To kind of parse it out and say, well, since this thing's a human, right, this thing automatically gets more value than an animal, right? It's kind of stupid. I'm not saying anybody's doing that. I'm just saying in general.
You know, the
That's what I was
problem
trying to
is that
parse out. What it
Thank
meant
you.
to have intrinsic
you know,
value.
one second. The problem is that we get our morality from different places. Society is one of them. If someone said, my morality come from me, that is pre-societal. Before we make society and make pacts with each other and start living with each other, we used to, when we in the jungle, yes, everybody he was in his own, making his own shit. But as soon as we make cities, as soon as we start farming and living together, we make compromises. We live in society. We, compromise some certain things. We take other things. If our country is in war, we go in war. If our country is sitting, we sit, and so on and so on. So we are not animals. We live in society.
Okay, so that's ridiculous. I don't ever get my morals from my society, ever. And that would be silly and unthinkable to me.
You
Me
don't
too.
think
Yeah,
that
I
then
you were
agree.
you are
imbued
savage.
with
You
your
are savage.
morals
You are
by your
savage.
No, I'm
parents?
not a savage.
Osama, you are part of in a group. You are not an individual. That's the problem. You don't see
Wait, so
yourself as an individual.
do you drink and drive?
Ever.
Okay, what? Why not?
I value my own life and those of those around me, right?
I don't know.
Don't give a fuck about the rest of society. Care about my own life and those of those around me.
But can you say that how you develop that morality is completely distinct and independent of everybody else in America and the West
Uh,
feeling
I mean,
similarly about drinking and driving?
that would be ridiculous because I grew up in a society, right?
Exactly.
So obviously my preferences grew to align with that of society. Sure. But to say that I then got my morality from society is stupid. We're talking about my preferences, not anything that I got from society.
You don't think you got your morality from your parents?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't think your parents
No, I
affected
don't think
the,
that my
wait a
preferences
minute,
are
wait a
something that my
minute. You
parents
don't think
handed
He
to
your
did it
me, Hans.
parents
himself.
affected your views at
Hans,
all? Is
hello.
that
I
really
don't
what
think
you're
my parents
saying?
are something that handed me my
That's why you're
preferences.
acting this
No,
way,
I
T.
don't.
You are savage. You don't
No,
take
no,
anything from
excuse me.
society.
I
You don't know
don't
how to
think
deal
that
with
my
people.
parents
Savage.
handed
His
me my
Savage.
parents gave him nothing.
preferences, right? I don't think that's a thing. I think that I developed my preferences in conjunction with my experience with my
See
parents.
how we are better than you. We listen to you and you don't listen to
Osama,
us.
nobody is
See?
better than anyone, okay? Just
He's savage. He's savage. He just admitted. He do it
you
on
are
his
behaving
mind.
I'm
like
not
a
a
He
savage.
doesn't care about other people. He
No, of
doesn't
course
care about other people.
I just said the opposite,
He just do
Osama. Were you
whatever in his
listening?
mind. He's a
Osama,
No,
savage.
that's
listen.
not what
He's
I said.
animal. So
That's
take
Osama,
not
the
what I
phone
said.
from him. Take the phone from him.
Holy
Osama,
shit, that's not what I said.
okay. Imagine you are living in Nazi Germany, 1930s, okay? And the government is, and even the community, the entire community, is spreading and encouraging racism and hate and violence against the Jews. Okay, so should I go with the society? I mean, according to the like the ethical theory, Osama, you just advocated right now. I should go with all people and just do what I don't remember the word now in English. The group is doing. Okay, so we are not a flock of animals. If we are animals, yeah, we will do with the group. But I'm telling you, like John Stuart Mill says, that if there is even one person in a country who has a different opinion, he could be right, and the entire society could be wrong. So right and wrong is not about how many people believe that thing. It's about that thing itself. Is it good in itself or is it bad? Because I know that racism is bad. If I start dividing people by race to a good and bad, no one will survive, believe me. Even whites will start killing each other. Even black people will start killing each other. Race is absolutely stupid. Religion is somehow like that. If you start dividing people to bad and evil just because they believe a different deity or a different thing or have a different cultural background, you
You've
are
made this
wrong.
point repeatedly. Thank you.
It's not either way. It's not either we take completely from society or we completely do it our own. Both are savagery.
So,
Society is complex. It's complex.
yeah,
But
where you got
people
it
look for
wrong.
people. Let me finish. Don't interrupt me. I don't
No.
interrupt
Where
you.
you got it wrong is
Don't
that
interrupt
I
me.
have
I didn't
views that
interrupt
differ
you. Don't
from
interrupt me.
society,
Let me
and that
finish. I will
doesn't
let you
make me a
speak. This is
savage.
savagery I'm talking about. Look how savage
No,
he is.
that doesn't
He
make me a
doesn't have manner.
savage.
He cannot
So you're not
listen to
going to.
people even. He have no
I'm
manner.
muting for
He's
you.
savage.
I'm muting. Finish before you hops on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, what I was saying is that some people look for easy solution. Either I do it all by myself. I'm Superman. Look at me. I am better than everybody. I can come without my own shit, and I will do whatever. Or being like the Nazis. There is middle. Morality is complex. All these topics that we talking about is complex. Why we? Yeah, I just finished. Superficial. We talk superficially.
So when
So
Quran,
what you said was because I have preferences that are different than that of my society.
please,
Hold on, I'm not done, Bob. I'm
please,
going to respond to Osama here, not you.
please.
Right? No, I'm responding to Osama. So let me respond. What you said is because I have preferences that are different than my society, I'm a savage. Okay? But that's ridiculous. And Bob pointed out the reason why that's ridiculous is because if I live in a society where they value slavery and I think slavery is disgusting, evil, and wrong, then it is my preference against that of my society. To then say that I should just quote unquote get my preferences from my society is stupid,
Yes, I
ignorant,
agree.
and wrong.
Okay, but do your moralities? Where do your morals
It is his
contradict,
preferences.
brother?
I
Like,
already told you my preferences.
why are y'all
I
doing
already
this?
answered that.
I haven't asked
He's
the question
savage. He
yet,
do
but
what he likes. He doesn't
No,
care.
I
He
don't
do
do
what
it.
he
That's not what I said. I don't do what I like. I said my preferences.
likes. Animal.
yo, okay, I have to be the moderator. Like, okay, bro, I think where do your morals diverge from everybody
When my
else's? Would be
preferences diverge from theirs.
give an example, bro. Like, give an example.
Some people prefer to keep black people as slaves.
I mean,
I
in
think that
current
this
day
is
America, bro, you're not getting. Like, bro, come on. Like,
No, I'm
Well,
serious.
okay, I will give you an
You're asking for
example.
an example.
America in 2025, people are not keeping black. Like,
Oh,
okay,
it
bro,
does
just
T,
happen. There
T,
are still
stop.
people in
T,
there's
no,
still people in
no, it
America.
happened in
Bob, and I know why
2023.
you're
It
talking over
happened.
me.
T,
There are still
T,
people
stop,
in
please.
America who
T,
are racist,
please
members of the
stop.
Ku Klux Klan,
Can you
who
stop?
would prefer to, excuse me,
Okay.
Bob, I'm not done, who
T,
would prefer to
can you
do,
stop?
Bob, please, what are you doing? No, I'm responding to Whirl. What are you doing?
No, you are
Jesus.
wasting our
No,
time,
I'm
okay?
responding to Whirl. Stop it.
You don't let
Yeah,
No,
anyone
I'm
just let
talk.
him
responding to
respond.
the
Let him respond. Let him
moderator. You
respond.
need to stop, right? There are people in America who actually believe this shit, and I am completely opposed to it. I diverge from it in every way imaginable.
Okay, I have morality that comes from loving life and humans. Okay, it's simple. I love life and humans. Other than that, I don't care what religion or bullshit other people believe. I believe that every life itself should survive on Earth, and we as humans should be happy and prosper everywhere, regardless of background or religion. That's my problem with religion, and that's my problem. I think religion is racist. Religion is really racist, and if you go and study fascist movements, you will see that they somehow are similar to religion, very similar to religion. They will always ask you, believe, like Hitler used to say, I believe in that. I believe that providence put me here. Okay, I don't believe in providence. I don't believe in a higher being, but I still respect everyone on this earth. Point. Yeah, that's my point. Go ahead.
Good points. In what other ways do you see religion as similar to fascism? Because that's my question. Yeah.
Yeah, because religion is a form of tribalism. It divides people into friends and enemies.
I'm not having back, Bob. Wait, you really in San Diego?
Yeah, I understand. Why you done that?
No, I don't. I'm just, you know, I have a healthy skepticism, but I believe you.
Okay, if I tell you about every
I
locally,
do whatever I like, and then they will be angry when they say stuff like, "Oh, Muhammad was a pedophile. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. He was doing what he like. What do you have with him? Hitler was doing what he like. Everybody was doing what they like. You have no counter argument for anybody. You cannot talk against anybody. It become law of jungle. Everybody do whatever he loves.
no,
There is no
yours is
respect in
the
Allah.
law of
That's the opposite of how
jungle.
I view it. So I don't know who you're talking about.
T, he's talking to me. Okay,
I think it's on YouTube.
uh,
What's
Osama,
Peter?
Osama,
Because the fact of the matter is, everybody has skin in the game. Everybody has a preference.
T,
This idea that we can't speak our preferences is dumb.
he is saying that from the atheistic point of view, I cannot blame Muhammad for marrying a 7 years old or 6 years old girl.
I know what he's saying. It's dumb. Of course I
Yeah,
can.
okay, I'm saying that as an atheist, I believe that a person who is not rational and adult enough cannot decide for themselves what is marriage. Like, imagine a child going to a marriage. I mean, that's a crime. I am a rational being. I have rules, my rules.
He was doing what he's like, what he
Ah,
likes.
yeah, he was an animal. Okay, that's no problem. If he is,
Oh, so when
if
he
he
do
is,
when he likes, he's animal. But if anybody else do what he's like, he's not animal, huh?
no,
Now you agree with me?
you call him,
We have a lot of animals, my friend. We have a lot of animals that do whatever they
Osama,
want.
you call him the best man in history, and I call him the stupidest person ever. Okay, that's the difference.
Yeah, now he became stupid and animal because he did what he liked.
Yeah, because he was irrational being.
Why we don't take the same measure for people who say they will do whatever they like?
We put them in jail if we know that somebody has
That is exactly.
Yeah,
That's what we
yeah,
do to savages. We put them in jails. Exactly.
yeah. People like
Are you
you,
wait,
if you are a
wait, do you think
pedo, we
do you
put you in
think do
jail.
you think what do you a genuine question, Usama, what do you think is going on here?
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think you're not paying attention to the conversation. I mean, I'm working and I'm tracking this conversation better than you are. Nobody.
Did you hear when someone insulted 1 billion people and called them trashy million?
It never happened, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
No, T was talking about the culture.
I never said that.
The culture.
I will get to this room. This room is recorded.
Usama.
I will put it in YouTube. I
Usama.
swear to God, I will put it in YouTube. I swear to God, I will put it in YouTube.
Osama, I came from a Muslim society. I was lucky because my dad never hit my mom ever. But I remember having a trauma because of our neighbor. Our neighbor used to beat his wife almost every day, and you hear the wailing and the shouting, and no police is around. The police doesn't come because he was doing his manly thing, okay? So if you call a society stupid, that's not racist. You are talking about culture. We are not talking about race, or even America has bad culture, has stupid stuff, okay? America being number one in technology doesn't mean that we don't have stupid people here. We have stupid people in America. That's the difference between me and you, Osama. You convert everything into, oh, this is racism. No, you have to know what is racism before accusing someone of being racist. Go ahead.
You know, my friend, you have all the right to hate religion. You know, it's not looking good these days. But, you know, there is stuff that religion stands for that is valuable. You know, like communal respect, you know, respecting the parent, doing the good, asking to be faithful, asking to be truthful, you know, don't insult billion people and stuff like that.
Bro,
So
I insult billion people if they are insulted through an idea. I mean, Muhammad is an idea.
No, not you. Someone else.
Whoever.
I don't want to get. Yeah, I don't want to get. I don't want to get. I don't want to like step over the line here and get too graphic, right? But if I bake you a crap pie, right? And I put sprinkles on it, right? It's still a crap pie, right? It's just because I put sprinkles on it doesn't mean that it's a good thing, right? And that's how I look at that's how I look at some sects of religion. I'm not going to sit here and deny that religion has good aspects to it, right? There are good aspects in religion, but if the bad aspects outweigh the good aspects, why should I go into a system where the bad outweighs the good? Because in any other scenario, you would probably be on the atheist or the non-believer side and say, that doesn't make any sense that you're holding this view if it has all these bad things. But for religion, society seems to carve out a special exception, and they go, I know there's all this bad, but there's a few good things, and they forget the rule that they established to be religious. Like, it just seems like a weird thing to me.
Yes, I understand. You know, religions don't look good these days, but it will come back. You know, it's a phase. This atheistic thing, I was in it. You
the
know,
data's not on your side, by the way.
Look, you will break up with God for a couple of years, and then
Osama,
you
I doubt that you are atheist. Truly, I don't think so.
No, it's really, truly. I can show my videos on YouTube if you want. I can send it to you, talking, you know, against religion and everything. You can hear it. So it's a phase. It's like a teenage when you are rebellious against your family, against your people.
Osama,
you just go through
I
it.
am an atheist. I'm an atheist. I still love my dad and mom and everyone, and I respect them. Okay, why should I?
No, but you are rebellious against the society as a whole.
Yeah, but I've been an atheist for like, yeah, so number one, I've been an atheist for like 9 years, so like I don't really think that's a phase. And like, how is it a rebellion against society
It's
or
a
whatever you
rebellion
said?
against society, especially for
Yeah,
people
how?
like Sushru. Because the
How? You're
majority
just
of
saying it
society
is.
are religious. Because society,
Does
majority of
that mean
society
it's
are religious.
true? Does that mean it's true?
No, I mean you are rebellion against them. You hate what the society stand for. You see them as bad people and so on.
I don't
So you have
see.
your time. It's
No,
I
okay.
I
It's
don't.
don't
okay.
see
Look,
them
look,
as
It's
look.
that.
No,
healthy.
no. Hold on.
It's
No,
actually
hold on.
That's an
healthy.
No,
obvious
hold on.
troll,
No, hold
Ally.
on. Yeah. You sound like an atheist. I mean, you really do. Like you and like, good job because you just proved to me that you didn't hear what I explained to you now multiple times. Like you just said, you hate. I don't hate religious people. A majority of I don't think I don't even think a majority of atheists hate religious people. I think they
Yes.
just don't enjoy the concept of religion, right? I have no problem going to a church. I don't go and be like, "Oh man, I'm really going to hate that 80-year-old grandma at that church." It's like, no, I just don't have a preference towards being religious. I don't Now, there are some religious people that I hate, like people who, scam people out of money in the name of religion, right? Those people I don't like, but like a majority of religious people in every religion are not those people. That's the minority, and those are the people that I have the biggest problem with. But I don't have a problem with religious people. You just don't tell me. You can live your life however you want to, but the moment you go, I hold these values, you must now live by these my values that I hold to appease me. That's where I start to have a problem. I think every person is unique, whether they believe in God or don't believe in God or have a unique version of God. I really don't care at the end of the day. I get on here to argue against religion, but like it doesn't take up a large chunk of my life. I really don't care if you're religious or not. I like to talk about it, but at the end of the day, it's your belief system. I'm not going to change your mind. You're probably not going to, change my mind.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't hate you.
man.
Well, if you need
Oh,
to
go
leave,
ahead.
you can mod me and Mixed. I think I don't know how Mixed is in modding, but I don't have anyone blocked. And I'll be fair if you
I
need to.
cannot be trusted.
Oh, okay.
You cannot be trusted. Nigga, are you joking? Or you just don't want my? I'll just
I
take that
don't
as a lie.
particularly want mod, but also, yes, I am joking.
I think you've been fair. I don't know. So far
Okay,
I've
not wanting to be moderator makes you uniquely qualified to be a moderator. I'm also against religious fundamentalism. I am Christian, but I think religious fundamentalism in any religion is very bad.
I think religion, especially religions that make you believe in another life after this one, are bad because then you don't focus on this real life we have here. Uh, that's very bad.
See, I'm kind of like, like I like for the most part, I do agree. But like my grandmother, who is deeply, deeply religious, right? If she's, she's in perfect health, but like, God, quote, unquote, God forbid to use a turn of phrase, like she's on her deathbed, right? I'm not gonna lecture her about when you die, you're just gonna like be dead, right? Because that's a dickhead thing to do. Like
Seriously.
I'm going I may not believe in it, but my love for my grandmother, right, in this instance, supersedes it. So if it's going to make her comfortable, right, and she says, "Am I going to go to heaven? Am I going to see you in heaven?" Right? I'm probably going to say yes, right,
KJV,
because it's going to make her feel good.
KJV, but imagine the scenario. Okay, I have, for example, my father, whom I love so much, but he got ALS, and he
I'm
was,
sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, that's life. So, and he's suffering really because every day he's getting weaker and weaker, and sometimes he was saying like, okay, what kind of God will create such as suffering? And he was raised as a Muslim. he like any Muslim, was a believer in hell and heaven. But I found it more comfortable to let him know that, okay, it's possible that you will become nothing, rather than he's like staying, believing that he is going to meet that monster they call God. So what do you think? I mean, I think that was a much better solution, because after that he started feeling more positive.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's for I'm kind of looking at it on an individual base, right? I could see someone having that reaction, but for me, I don't think my grandmother would have that. I think it's more I think it's more like putting them at ease, right? So I could see your example being a comforting thing, but I could also see mine being a comforting thing. So I think it depends on the person and what your um and what you want to do to put them at ease in their final moments and put them in comfort in their final moments. Yeah, I don't know. It's a touchy, it's a hard subject to kind of breach, but I see both sides of the argument.
I don't know if you guys know about the Thinking Atheist podcast. Seth Anders, the guy who works on that podcast, he has some very good episodes about these kinds of experiences. I think you guys will like it if you check it out.
Bob, you're an atheist, and you said you teach at the university, or
No, I'm a bachelor. I graduated with a bachelor degree in history. I wanted to go for a master degree, but then I got ill with pneumonia, and so far I couldn't go back. Yeah.
oh, that's too bad. I wish you that's hot. Speedy recovery.
Thank you, bro.
Wait, so what? I love history though. I low key, I don't know. I want to go back to school to study other things, but like I low key just want to have a history degree so I can be. What are you a historian or you need to publish?
Well, I have published. I'm also a translator. I'm not just an author. Uh, I didn't translate any of my works, to be honest with you, but I translated a book called The Phenomenon of Prophecy, the prophethood of Muhammad under scrutiny. It's like 400 pages book about Muhammad based on Islamic texts from the author is a Middle Eastern person who is a deist, but he uses a nickname because, yeah, he could be in danger if he uses his real name. So I translated his book, and it's available on Kindle also. Yeah.
What's it called again? Phenomenon for what, sir?
Yeah, the phenomenon of prophecy.
Wait, so you're an atheist
Uh, yeah, I am an atheist. Yes.
and you
Yeah, the
translate
guy
religious texts? Yeah.
the guy I translated his book. That guy is a deist. Yeah, like he believes in God, but not in religions.
Why? Okay, why do you, why? Yeah, why?
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Like he he's like he's influenced by the 19th century
No.
Enlightenment.
You wait. Is it this book? Is these Rububi?
Yeah, Aziz al-Rububi. Yeah, exactly.
I
It,
was like booby. Okay.
yeah, Rububi means deist in Arabic. Yeah, the deist.
Really? Booby?
Yeah, Rububi means the
Oh,
deist.
Rububi.
Yeah,
Rububi.
Rububi, yeah.
Okay. No, my question is, why do you translate theist if you, sir, are atheist? Like my boy T hanging in there.
Yeah, like I'm not kind of radical atheist. For example, if I see, even a Muslim guy writing a good book, and even if it is religious text, but it's promoting peaceful coexistence and understanding. Okay, I encourage that book. For example, there was a book that was published in the early 20th century, 1925. And the guy who published it was a religious guy who used religious texts, but he was arguing for secularist Egypt. So I like that book, even though it's a religious book. I mean, the guy is religious, the author, but because it's arguing for secular states, okay, I don't have a problem with promoting it and publishing it. Yeah, that's me. Go ahead.
Yo, Abby, you there?
Yeah.
What's say you got or no God?
Excuse me, can you say one more time?
Do you believe in God or
Yeah.
but are you religious?
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, not yet. You're like, are you looking?
Yes, I'm still figuring it out.
Oh, do you have a short list?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm just so I think I will stick to the Abrahamic religion as I'm used to it, but um for me naturally I will fall into the Torah. Um but I feel like it's incomplete.
I don't know. You're like Eastern European. I don't know if Eastern Europe and
They
Judaism
have
go
the
together.
Orthodox Christianity mainly. But we have Jews there and we have also in that area there are also Muslims, so
Right, like in Chechnya, there's
I'm not
Muslims.
Chechen.
I know you're not Chechen. Um, you
I know
said
you
you're
want to
Georgian.
put that on me. Now,
You're Russian. You said your parents met in Georgia, right?
Georgian Russian. My mom is Jewish.
Yeah, I didn't want to say your whole
They grew up. They
thoughts.
grew up in Turkey. My mom grew up in Turkey. My dad grew up in the Netherlands.
Hey, what's going on with immigration out there?
Out
In
I heard
where?
y'all are
Netherlands,
kicking a lot of people out
Where?
in the
Netherlands.
Netherlands. I heard y'all are
I
kicking a
don't
lot
think
of
they're
people.
kicking a lot of people.
Oh,
We
okay.
have overpopulation. Like this is a small country. It's not like America, yeah. And we have a lot of people living here. Where are they gonna stay? We don't know. But I don't think the deportations are as much as it's supposed to be. I mean, it's really overpopulated. We have short in housing.
But you're fine with the deportations?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was just curious. You usually only hear about people being deported in America, so I talk to a lot of Europeans. They're like, "You guys deport people," and then I'm hearing,
Have you been in Europe or
"Yeah, I have."
Yeah,
have you
bro.
been
What
in the
about the
Netherlands?
Rwandan? But what about the Rwandan case in the UK? Like, bro, come on.
I was only at the airport in the Netherlands.
Yeah, no. If you come to the cities and you will see the issue.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay.
Well, okay, but is the issue because I've talked to this to other people, like they didn't believe me when I said that like Indians and Pakistanis are like the third most immigrating groups of the UK because it's like it's actually white immigrants, like it's other Europeans that because Europe has free borders, so it's like a lot of people that end up being immigrants are just white people. But I feel like Abby, maybe you can speak to this, like a lot of the excitement about immigration now is because it's like non-European immigrants. But what do
Yeah.
you think? You're in Europe.
So I will speak on the Netherlands because I'm from there. I've lived in Germany like not long time ago, and it's an issue there as well. I think more of an issue. But it's not the same issue. The issue here is that our immigrants are not the same as in the US. We have an incompatibility with Islam and the West, and it's more, and you can really see that conflict happening here other than in the US. I think you have more the Latin countries coming in. and they are by, in general, more of the Catholic faith or Christian faith, so they
I
will
mean,
integrate better in America compared to
yeah.
here. Um,
You guys don't vet the Muslims better. Like the
yeah, our
for what it's
immigration
worth,
program is
the United
definitely
States
different.
vets the Muslims
Hmm.
very well to make sure, are you educated? Are are you extremists? I think
Are you
Europe is just letting
are you
people
sure
in.
about that? Because like in the past 5 years, I think you had a lot of illegals coming in. I'm not sure what their background is, but in the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether they are white or black or Latino. Coming in the country illegally is an issue by itself.
Uh-huh. Well,
So,
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying because I know the problem in a lot of places is migrants from uh Muslim countries, Islamic countries, whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying, like Germany, they just let in refugees.
hmm.
Like, the refugees from South America, they're usually Catholic or Christian, but they typically don't have like, I want to establish an Islamic state. I mean, a Catholic state. They just, want to work. But you guys are letting in people who actually believe in Islam as a political formation, like a government formation. And that's what
Yes,
I'm saying.
yes, and the issue here is again we don't have much space, so we put a bunch of, for example, um, m- Middle Eastern men in, and usually these are only men. They left their wives at home from the war, and then they come and they put them in one place, and they have trauma, and they go out, and then they harass the people at the villages because they are being put into villages. They're not really well integrated, or
Mhm.
they don't have a good integration problem. So we have a lot of incidents coming from harassment, but this is like the least of our worries because you've seen what's going on in Europe every week.
Yeah, I
But
see.
yeah, talking about the United States, have you seen the Minnesota scandal?
Yeah, with the Somalis, yeah, I've been
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah,
Well,
It's
have
but
you?
crazy.
but nobody is talking about. Okay, we have the president who is a pedo, so what could be worse than that,
Sure.
right?
Squirrel, have you seen that?
Oh, what you say?
Have you seen a documentary that came out a couple of days ago about the Minnesota issues on the Minnesota Somalis?
Ooh, no, I didn't know there was a vacuum. I didn't
Yeah,
So,
remember.
there's something new that came
I
out.
agree, but have you noticed that, for example, like Fox News, when a white guy commits a crime, they just hide it. They put it.
no, no, that's not
Yeah,
true.
just listen.
Well,
And
yeah, that is true for Fox News.
yeah,
For
Fox
Fox News,
Fox
that's true.
News does that. But when a black person even commits a small crime, oh, it's all over the TV all the day.
But this is not a black issue. These are Somalis, which is separate from blacks. These are East.
They're not separate from blacks, bro. Like they're not.
Well, there should be a distinction between the Black Americans versus Somalis who
Yes.
come. Yeah, and I think there should be a good distinction because they shouldn't be brushed under Black Americans because
No,
Black
no.
Americans
You
suffer
you know
from.
why? Because in Christian, if the community is very religious, you will see a degradation of women, even if they are Christians. So it's not just about Muslims. I mean,
Yeah, okay,
violence.
we can water it down, but I
No,
put
no,
the
I'm
link.
not. I'm not watering it down. I am an atheist myself. I got threats. I mean, some people told me we will cut your head because you are talking about Muhammad. Okay, so don't see me as a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim. But what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying,
don't expect. I know you were an atheist. I listened to you, but what I wanted to say, I put a link in the chat if you want to see, bookmark it if you want to watch it later. I don't think necessarily. I think in general, American journalists do a really bad job today, and same comes for anywhere else, by the way, in the West and in the Middle East. But yeah, I think this is a good documentary.
like for example, I know people who came from my country, like you see
Which country are you from?
Iraq. So
Okay.
you see like people who are Muslims. Yeah, you see their wives wearing hijab and covering, but they look at other women, like they look at other women. They desire other women. And I have seen that in the Christian community too. Iraqi Christians who came to America, I see them watching strange or stranger women like crazy. Okay, I was surprised. Like, uh, so I don't think it's just a Muslim thing. I mean, if somebody is,
I'm not blaming just the Muslims, by the way.
yeah, but to describe an entire community based on just for a sample or the behavior of some people, I think that's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yes, but the Minnesota issue
Oh
is
shit.
a Somali issue
Mhm.
that that is covered in the, and I think the whites are also to blame for this, but
Why? What do you think so?
because they enable this. I mean, not all, but yeah, the left winging politicians that do benefit from this, they enable this behavior, and then people who are not part of this, they have to pay their tax money, and they lose money to stuff like they have nothing to get back on, So I think it's an issue for whole Minnesota, and I'm talking specifically about this documentary. I wouldn't blame every Somali. I almost cursed. Every Somali.
Uh-huh. Are you against government benefits?
Um, I am from Europe, so I never been in a country where I don't have government benefits, but definitely at the moment I've seen a shift where we have less and less benefits from the government, even though we pay more and more taxes.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
about you?
I like government benefits. I think they're fine. If people need them, then
Exactly. I think me too, but like I think there's a lot of corruption going on there.
true, true,
Yeah.
true, true.
I can see the difference between like maybe a few decades ago, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, where when you go to the hospital, things will be, you will have more getting out of the healthcare than today. Now everything is put a price tag on, even though you pay a lot more of health insurance.
Yeah. But I do think that corporations get more government benefits than people, and corporations are more likely to misuse
Yes.
so-called,
Mhm.
yeah, government benefits.
Yeah, I
So,
am aware.
Yeah, socialism for the rich. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why it's difficult, for us humans who are not part of the corporation. Where does our money go to?
yeah.
So therefore, it's like, do we really want to be in a social security, like in a social country where we get benefits? Maybe it would be nice if there wasn't so much corruption going on.
Yeah. I think because, so civilization is so big, we have 8 billion people, all this stuff, really big nations, complex economies. I think the government should play an active role. Um, but I see how it can go wrong at the same time.
guys, I think that uh, government, when Republicans, for example, say, "Oh, bad," like big government is bad. I mean, they're just liars, because once they're in power, like we see now, they're creating the biggest, more authoritarian government. I mean, when they talk about big government, they only mean uh, some type of people. If Democrats are doing it for the poor, for example, oh, that's bad. But if the big government is working for the corporation, for Elon Musk, or for the Amazon guy and the Facebook guy, they don't care. They are okay with that. And I see that AI also is a big problem now, because slowly jobs were just disappear. There will be no jobs for people.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that even though I disagree with some policies of the Democrats, we are all humans after all, but I see more hypocrisy on the Republican side than the Democrats. Because, for example, on the Democratic side, if we know that Bill Clinton is a pedo and committed some kind of crime, we will say, okay, imprison him or punish him. I mean, by the law. But what the Republicans do is that they will say, no, the whole case is just a lie. Yeah. So that's the
Yeah,
difference.
after running on releasing the Epstein files, they ran on this issue.
I think both are playing into that. Honestly, I don't think it's a Republican or a Democratic issue. I think both parties are wrong, and I feel so bad for you Americans, even though we don't have it much better over here. And coming back on the issue, we are all humans. Yes, we are, but at the same time, as an immigrant myself, I think we're better off being in our own country.
Mhm. Well, no, I personally, I think the Democratic Party is objectively better than the Republican Party on pretty much every issue. Um, and I don't think they're the same, actually. I think that's an
But I
obfuscation.
feel
Yes.
like they are. I've watched like since Donald Trump's first election, I've been following the American politics very narrowly, and I don't really see a difference between the Republicans and the Democrats. I think in the end of the day, they are both failing to do whatever they are promising, and I hate when people say I'm gonna like I
Abby,
hear a lot of
I,
Americans say, okay, I vote
Which
for this or
party
that
is,
person.
okay, so Abby, let me ask you, which party is for more taxes on corporations?
Um, I think both of them would, honestly.
No, it's the Democratic Party, unequivocally. Which party is for universal health care?
Democrats,
Okay. Which party is for more social services?
Democrats.
Okay, so they can't be the same. Which party wants
But
to
still,
which party wants to codify citizenship just means white?
yeah, okay. I know where you're going, but I don't think Trump would do stuff that he promised, which he's shown over and over again that he doesn't. I feel like Trump in itself is a Democrat.
He's not a Democrat.
For me, given what he does and what he says and what he has shown, for me, he's a Democrat.
He's a populist. A lot of Democrats are
Yeah,
populists, but
Abby,
yeah, that's different.
that's even worse. I mean, if the entire Republican Party is so stupid to bring a Democrat as a president, I mean, that's even make it worse. That will make me dislike Republicans even more.
yeah. I dislike Republicans too, and I dislike the Democrats too. I dislike both of them, if I have to be
Sure.
honest.
You know who has an interesting government? China.
Swiss governments, and I think it's very close to the American one, but at least the Swiss government has direct democracy, and so imagine every state has its own constitution, which you guys have, but you can vote directly for every rule.
Every issue.
Yeah.
Don't you have to pay a fine if you don't vote?
I'm not sure actually. I
Oh,
think I think participation is heavily encouraged. I think what you're talking about is Australia.
oh, Australia. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I heard there was a direct democracy country where they fine you if you don't vote
Yeah,
or something.
Australia.
Australia. Okay. That's an interesting concept. I don't know if I'm against that, but because I feel like it would almost encourage laziness and choice, but we already have laziness and the voting choice, so I guess it's fine.
I think in politics we don't get all what we want, um, and sometimes you have to sacrifice some stuff. Like for example, I dislike some policies of the Democrats, but when I see the negatives of the Republicans, and they seem to me to be the know nothing or do nothing party. They everything like for example, any question Trump faces, he will say, "I don't know," the Speaker of the House. I don't know, and they do nothing also for common Americans and the people. They do nothing, so they leave it to companies. So it's up to the company. For example, Amazon. If Amazon wants to give you a credit card, okay, that still works for Amazon. It's not for the people. I mean, we have to choose sometimes, even though if we don't like some democratic policies, but we still have to choose democracy. Like I remember that Fox News called Biden all kind of bad things, but he never called to shut down Fox News or any Republican media outlets. No, never. President Obama also, he always respected the freedom of speech. Uh, of course, and I was a Republican, by the way, in 2016, that the first election I voted in. Imagine in the first election, I was converted into a Democrat. I decided to not vote Republican when they brought Donald Trump. I was an active member in Ben Carson's campaign. And now I don't like Ben Carson either. Thank you, guys. Go ahead.
Wait, why don't you like Ben Carson anymore? I'm curious.
Oh,
My mom actually purchased me one of his books when I was a kid.
well, yeah. Well, one of the things I don't like about him is that, for example, he benefited from democratic programs because he tells his story and how his family was poor. He was on the verge on becoming like a lost child on the streets, to crime. But then he got support and he studied and he became a surgeon. And then he decided, oh, like helping the poor is bad. So I saw him as a hypocrite, okay? So I thought myself, okay, how come he benefited from the same program he's calling today to cut? So I saw that as kind of hypocrisy. Yeah. What do you think, or
Um, yeah, he's a Republican. I don't know. You said you don't like talking about color, man, but like black people and the Republicans don't very well mix.
yeah, the white party. I mean, just write Senate, House Republicans, and see their pictures. There was, I believe, one or two black members in the Republican House, and both of them are out. I mean, even Brian, what's his name, the guy who is running for Florida as the governor. I mean, they drove him out from there, and I don't think he is going to win in Florida. I don't think so.
Yo, Abby, where do you sit politically?
Oof, you don't want to know.
Yeah, I can't do that bad.
No, I can do it. Like I every time I say my political views I get kicked out, so
Bro, what's I'm not gonna kick you out, man. What the fuck? Man, I disagree with a lot of people I talk to regularly.
oh I think I honestly I don't believe okay, are you guys ready? I don't believe that women should vote.
Okay, I see why they kick you out already. Wait, why do you feel like this?
Huh?
Wait, why?
Um just because I feel like many reasons, actually. I feel like voting is, I know, guys, I know. This is why I don't want to talk about it. But I feel like it's basically voting. And when you vote, you replace your voice in order to, I don't know how to explain it really well, but in the end of the day, I think if you want to go to war and you voted for a person that would want to go to war, you're responsible for that. And I don't think women should be responsible for that. I think men should be responsible. If there are any consequences, you cannot really hold women accountable for doing that. Women should, unless you live in Israel, in Israel, women go to war too. But in
Yeah.
America, it's the
So
man who gets drafted into. Sorry, what do you want to say?
you know that was what I was thinking of, like Rome or Greece, where like democracy meant men that participated in combat.
Yeah.
So like, is that where you're drawing the definition from as
Yeah.
well?
Also, I feel like men are more. They can think better and in terms of like make better decisions. And
Abby,
even me, hold on, me
yeah,
as a woman, I can admit to that. We are more emotional and make.
Abby, imagine even in Ayatollah's democracy in Iran, women vote.
I mean, look at their vice president and look at his tweets. You know how cute he is.
Wait, who?
I forgot his name. Was
Oh,
this
JD Vance.
boss of Iran?
JD Vance. What are you talking about?
No, he's talking about the Iranian. I forgot his name now. Ayatollah, whatever. No, what's his name again?
Khomeini?
Khamenei. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Have
been
you
like
seen his
forever.
tweets? He's so adorable.
Yeah. Wait, did he say women shouldn't vote?
I don't
Bro,
know what to say.
what I've seen in Iran is women are taking off hijab. They're taking off hijab, and the morality police, because in Iran there's something called morality police. The morality police don't know what to do.
Yeah, but like, listen, they are not the West. They are the East. Okay, why would we need to make them the West? Why do we need to make them a copy of us? Let them be who they are.
No, it's a
Um,
human thing.
yeah, go ahead.
How is it human?
Abby, like for example, in ancient times, not just Muslims, even in the West, in Europe, they used to cut hands, cut tongues, cut fingers as a punishment for criminals. They did horrible things to them. Okay, even in if somebody was accused of a crime, they used to I don't know how torture them to get them talking. But now it's not allowed. Okay, so should we allow some countries to do that?
Listen, I don't think every country should be similar to America or the West. If they want to be their own thing and have their own thing going on, let them.
Abby, like for example, in America,
I don't think we should impose our morals or values into other countries.
when they founded the Constitution, it wasn't based on Christian thing, or it was all about having an experiment for humanity. Yeah, it's all that. It's not about Christianity or Judaism, because even if you go to the Federalist Papers, you will never see anyone calling himself Saint Paul or Saint Peter or no. It's all pagan names. They use specifically pagan names like Kedu, for example. Why? Because they didn't want to establish a religious state. So American values are not Western values. They are humanist values. It's useful for everywhere. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I feel like all cultures have developed humanism or some form of humanism. It just arrives through having a society in which you realize we all have to sort of live together. This is the concept called Ubuntu. I am because we are, right? That's a philosophical ideal. So once you start with that principle, you just start understanding, okay, there are ways to sort of treat each other in a way that allows everyone to flourish. And you don't necessarily need a God concept for that. You can just do that through social interaction and empathy.
I agree, and I feel like we are not flourishing. We could have been, and I feel like the participation of women into it's more stressful for the woman itself rather than what you might think it's flourishing.
Yeah, but you can't stay home if you don't want to vote. You don't go,
I
right?
don't vote. I never voted.
Okay, but when has women voting like slowed the progression of humanity? That's what I'm kind of like. It sounds
I
slightly
mean, even
dubious.
the
I mean,
even the Islamists don't say that.
isn't the Taliban now doing better in Afghanistan? Isn't the economic flourishing?
Better for whom?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, better for whom?
Are you
Like,
kidding me?
No, really,
if
seriously, are you kidding me?
wait. As you're Muslim, or sorry, my bad. Sorry,
I'm not
you're
Muslim. No,
familiar. No. He's familiar with the Muslim community. My bad. You're a scholar that can read Arabic. Like, what's happening in Afghanistan? Like, because my impression would be that women are being, persecuted, and probably other Muslims that don't fit the Taliban's definition are being persecuted.
I
What do you? Yeah.
I don't think they speak Arabic in Afghanistan.
Oh, sure. I mean, they do. They're Muslim.
They are Muslim, yeah.
But I was asking Bob if he might have any insight
Yeah,
onto.
my friend, like for example, they have books written in Farsi. For example, the explanation or the interpretation of Quran called Ibn Kathir, which is in Arabic, but they have an entire version of it in Persian and also in Pashto. So them not being able to speak Arabic doesn't mean that they cannot read Islamic text. And I'm telling you that Taliban destroyed the economy in Afghanistan because Afghanistan now is living on UN help. Like without the UN, the Afghani people will die of hunger. Do you believe that?
Yeah, sure. What's the situation on the ground? Like, who's being persecuted? How is the Taliban as a government, and how are women being treated in Afghanistan?
Oh, the question for me?
How are women being treated in Afghanistan, and how is the Taliban governing? How
Yeah,
well or how? Yes.
it's a horrible thing because they think that women are inferior to men. For example, there is also in the Islamic tradition the saying that says if some people decided to bring a queen or a ruler who is a woman, they will never prosper. They might be destroyed. Yeah, like this kind of saying, and they use it all the time. They ignored the reality. Like many countries have women as presidents and prime ministers, like defense ministers, and they are successful, but they don't care about a reality. They only care about the text, what the text is saying. And the government of Taliban is called Salafi school. The Salafi school is literally like the worshippers of ancestors. Like they worship anything that belongs to that 7th century. Yeah, and that's the problem. They want to go back in time. Just let's make Afghanistan great again. Yeah, this sort of thinking. Go ahead.
Yeah, yo, wait, Abby, where do you get this viewpoint that women shouldn't vote from? Like, where'd you get this from?
I myself, I don't participate. Again, I don't know. I just very young age, I made up my decision. Since I turned 18, I haven't voted.
But
I have read through feminist books. I've done all of that at school, in high school, and it just didn't sit right with me. And then so I started reading more and more about what it is and how it has consequences on our society. So Yeah, I don't think like necessarily women shouldn't work. I think it's better if they don't, but like I'm not necessarily against it. But voting, yeah, I am against. And I practice what I preach, so I don't do it. And I encourage more women not to participate.
So would you encourage Joan of Arc, for instance, not to participate in political process?
Yeah, if she's a woman, yeah.
Are you familiar with Joan of Arc?
I think a little bit, yeah.
I know about her.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, she was
And
awesome.
my bad, I didn't want to bring up Afghanistan or something. I don't really want to go too much into the Eastern world. I care more about the West, so that's my field of interest. Sorry.
Joan of Arc was French.
No, I'm talking about what I mentioned about Taliban before.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh yeah, Joan of Arc was a peasant girl that said she received heavenly intervention. Man, I do not know the story of Joan of Arc that well, guys. It's pretty complicated. I don't really.
Yeah. Well, no, if she's a woman, I mean, I'm talking about today's term. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but she was a tomboy. I mean, she
Yeah,
used to
she's a
I
tomboy.
don't
wear.
care, even if she's a lesbian, I don't care.
He's in the West though, so you have to care.
Yeah. I think I've read about it in Dutch. Yeah, in Dutch, she's called Jana.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Abby, but I wish you all the
Yeah, I
best.
know. I know. I told you you're not going to like it. So I did warn you guys.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But like, what informs this? Like, where is there somebody else that shares this viewpoint that we could like read and be like,
No,
oh, okay, this is like we get
not
some
in,
clarity.
no, not in my friendship or family. They all vote. Maybe it's also my skepticism towards the government from early age. Maybe that also helped a lot.
But Abby, you are still young, and
It's not like,
so much experience is waiting for you.
Oh, I'm not that young anymore.
Well, I am 53 and I feel like 33.
Oh, okay. Good. I guess San Diego's sun is doing you well.
Yeah, I like the city.
Yeah, me too. I've been there. It's very beautiful.
You know, I used to, when in Iraq, we used to have like heavy snow, and cold was below zero mostly. Uh, I lived in the north, but since I came to San Diego, I haven't seen winter
yeah,
really.
it's cooking months.
Yeah, you should go to Arizona then. It's close to you.
Yeah, it's very close.
If you miss the snow, of course.
No, I don't miss the snow.
Hey, lucky you. But yeah, so we will never be able to say how my stance would help the society today. Sorry, what are you saying? You're off mute, by the way, Whirl.
Oh my
Well,
bad. I'm literally walking my dog. I'm off mute.
Yeah, but it's fine. I don't think there's much noise.
My bad. I'm like walking my dog. I'm like it's hot as hell. I'm sorry. What did you ask me?
I said I wouldn't know how my point of view would have affected today's world, but I think I care a lot about accountability as well. And I don't think you can hold women accountable if they participate in such acts. Like, that's the most important thing, first and
I mean,
foremost.
don't you think that there is a contradiction in your theorizing? For example, okay, if
Oh,
it,
can you point it out?
yeah, because for example, if we, the more rights we give people, the more accountability we will have towards government. And that's why we see, like, for
But your
example,
government, American government, is nothing. Nobody holds your government accountable. And I guarantee you, the minute you can actually find the Epstein files if you really want to. But imagine it's all released today. Nobody's going to do anything about it.
okay, so
The,
how come Nixon was kicked out because he lied? So wasn't that accountability?
um, there's no accountability if we cannot hold everyone accountable.
So you're this kind of people who say we either have the perfect system or we don't need a system.
If you don't have a law, if you let certain people break the law and certain people not, that's not fair. That's not a good system. That's not a justice system.
Abby, let me give you an example. Like before the modern state, people, all communities, of course, they had crimes, people committing crimes, but there were no real investigations or detectives or no such a thing. So many crimes were going around and nobody was held accountable. Now we are able at least to hold accountable many people, not all of them, but many people go to jail or prison or punished. Or they pay for their crimes. Is that better or the old situation?
I
What do you
don't
think?
Shit.
think I don't think your old situation was necessarily fair to depict. I think there was some sort of accountability. It was just a different justice system. Sometimes people wouldn't get away with it. There were punishments in the past.
Yeah, what time period are you talking
Any
about?
any time period throughout the years of our existence, there was
Oh, yeah, we had courts,
whether that was fair or like
quote
and
unquote.
not, we don't know. But I feel today, because we live on today's world,
Abby,
there's
they used to
no
bring a
restitution.
woman. They used to bring a woman to the court if she was accused of witch, accused of being witch or any
Yeah, yeah.
crimes. They will toss them to the river if they
Okay,
flow
okay.
up.
I feel bad for these
Hmm.
women. Okay, I'm not. I
Wait,
don't.
where?
Yeah,
Where do
Um,
they
that
do
that
that?
happened
in
in
America,
Europe.
in Salem,
Oh shit.
in Salem,
Hey,
and
yeah,
Massachusetts.
that's
Yes, of
horrible.
course. This is different. This is a different. Like, justice doesn't mean people can just do whatever. No, it should be based on a very highly defined um, like constitution, and your constitution obviously is not clear enough, or obviously had to be updated, since you guys do not know how to keep them. But yeah, you can talk about, for example, about the Second Amendment and all that, and there are
Yeah,
so
I
many
agree.
misconceptions.
Updating the constitution. Yeah,
Mhm.
That needs to go. I think the Second Amendment was made in a time
Fuck
of
no.
insurgency.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? The Second Amendment protects all the other ones.
No, I think the First Amendment protects all the others.
No, it doesn't. Wait, how can you speak if they stop you from speaking?
A gun isn't speech.
But that's the point. I'm saying your right to bear arms protects all your other rights.
Dave.
Because if you're
No,
What if someone invented the atomic gun? Would you still have it?
Yes,
uh
it's
it depends. It depends. I would have to see an argument for it because atomic meaning isotope like radioactive. If it's
Yeah,
radioactive,
like
you
a
could get
gun
that.
that can kill 10,000 people at once.
Well, it's if it's radioactive, you could get that out of here, but
Okay, but why not? It's still a gun.
I mean your
because
guns are radioactive already.
you
no,
can
no,
They use
what
like
are you
make
what are
this.
you doing?
a lot of the bullets use depleted uranium, and like you didn't know this? Like a lot of the
No,
bullets are radioactive.
no.
Okay, you didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
imagine
plus,
they put the Second Amendment there when they were using muskets. Compare muskets to the assault weapons we have today that kills many, many, many people within a few seconds. I think, yeah, something has to be changed.
no. Well, if they change anything, they should change them in my direction. Like, let's get, because my goal is the more the left tries to push on gun control, I'm gonna push in the other direction. So, like, I'm gonna start advocating to get rid of background checks because, I
So you're
mean,
gonna,
it's the only way to deal with you people. Like,
so you're going to
literally.
the right.
Well, I don't like to look at these things as a direction. I just like
Wow,
to look at,
you're a
But you
self-hater.
just said left. You
Self-hate.
just said the left.
no, no, but I'm saying it's not about going to the right
Dave,
because
Dave, Dave, you are a
what
self-hater like I was too.
that what does that mean?
Yeah,
He's
you are a
calling you a coon.
self-hater.
No,
He
he
calls
doesn't know
for
what
you.
he's
Oh
saying.
my
He don't.
God! Come on! You come to America and now you use that against somebody.
Yeah, he
Please.
don't. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Dave, okay, you are.
Dave is an immigrant. He's not American. He's not
Well,
foundation.
I mean, it depends what you mean by American, but I'm from the West, so
You're from Haiti. That's not the West.
yes, Haiti's the
Oh,
West.
okay, Abby, you're from Europe, right? Do you consider
Yes.
Haiti the West?
Hmm. Good question. I would say
Like,
more Latin, maybe
yeah.
Central. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's not. Those aren't mutually exclusive.
Or
So,
Abby, how about this? Do you consider Haiti a part of Western civilization? That's a
No.
better way. Yeah,
oh
No.
exactly.
God,
Come
wait,
on.
are you deferring to her because she's from Europe? I mean, where is she from? Are you from Russia? Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Europe.
No, but I'm saying what country?
Oh, the Netherlands.
Ah, they don't know.
They're a
Dutch.
part of
Oh,
Western
weird.
civilization.
No, they don't know. Dutch. But like I said, man,
But I
if
am ethnically Russian. So what do you have to say about that?
oh, what the hell?
Oh,
Come on,
shit.
come on.
Yeah.
Ethnically, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Russia's not the West.
No, but ethnically, I haven't lived there. I haven't been there. My ancestors haven't been there for so
Hey, are
long.
you Jewish?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We all
Well,
belong,
on my mom's side. On
Abby.
my dad's side, I am not.
Abby, we all belong to
Hmm.
Earth. We all belong to Earth.
I'm not.
that's
I'm not
true.
saying anything about. I didn't mention my ethnicity. Okay. Yes, we all belong to Earth. Where we belong, that's another question.
No, all
We're all
humans have
humans
the
on
right.
planet Earth.
No, I
Yeah.
don't believe in that. Like, let's be honest.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can talk about myself also here. I think we would be better off if we just stayed in our own country.
Oh shit.
Do you know
Dave,
that
you got the beer?
before?
You mean are you talking about immigration?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
She
shit.
agrees with the deportations in the Netherlands.
Wait, but
Yes.
for the one that's happening in America or where what's
In the
happening
I
here?
would
Netherlands, in the
say in
Netherlands.
America too. America too.
Oh
Like
shit.
at least the illegals for now.
Oh shit.
being illegal is not a crime.
It is a crime.
No,
It's in the
no,
name.
no.
Illegal.
No.
Illegal. What does illegal mean?
Imagine, okay, I will give you a scenario, okay? A Jewish guy or a family, Jewish family, escaping from Hitler. The U.S. government didn't allow them in, but they get in illegally. Are they unethical?
Yes. It's
No,
illegal.
your
Illegal
answer
is
is
illegal.
unethical. Come on.
Illegal is illegal. It's unlawful.
No, it's just about race. It's not about illegals. It's just, had they been white North Europeans, Trump and Republicans wouldn't have spoke even a word about it.
I
Mm.
just want you to know I'm not a pro-Trumper. I'm really
No,
against
I'm
Trump.
talking
Actually, I
about
hate
the
him.
Republicans. I'm not talking about you.
Hmm.
I'm talking about the Republicans.
Yeah, and I do think the Republicans do a very bad job. Coming to your question, if you're illegal, you're by itself against the law. You do something against the law. Sorry. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
what is the law? It's a man-made thing, right?
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Then update it.
So,
Then update it. Then work as a society, as an American
Abby,
society, to
Abby,
update your system.
Abby, like when we inserted an amendment making
Oh
alcohol
my
and
god.
wine forbidden, okay? So simply alcohol became immoral at the same like illegal at the same time it became illegal in the
Sorry.
20s.
Of course, it's a progression of society. You know, at some point you have to adapt to stuff that you learn over time. I agree with you.
So being illegal doesn't mean an immoral thing or wrong. It's
It is
just
immoral.
no. The issue is the U.S. government, because we have basic rights. Even if you exist here illegally, you still have rights as a human. Because before you being an American, you are a human. So there are
Okay,
rules.
well, if I come to your house and I go inside your house and I take your food away from you, would you be happy with that? No. I am a human, though. What if I was hungry?
Okay, you got my food, but then I decided to torture you for taking my food. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Of course, because it's your property. You pay for that. You
Come
work
on.
hard for. Yes, you should. And
based
okay,
on
this is just a metaphor,
based
but
on what? Yeah, but
just imagine.
okay. Like I imagine I am at home. Somebody came in and they were hungry. They took my food and they ate it. And then I
Mhm.
decided, okay, I will cut your hand for that. Is that a good thing I did?
I don't say we should cut people's hands. So like, don't over exaggerate this issue. I do feel like if you're illegal in a
Why
country,
not?
you're by yourself.
Yeah, but why not?
Why would they? Yeah, I don't know. I maybe that will scare more illegals.
Oh
But
shit.
So
I personally, I,
scaring other people. Okay, I mean,
you have borders.
I have a better plan for
People
Republicans.
died. People died to protect the borders.
Abby, I have a better plan. Make this country a shithole and nobody will come here. That's the
Oh
best
yeah, no,
solution.
that is not a. Come on now.
Yeah, that's the solution.
That is very dangerous what you just said. But don't even repeat that anywhere else.
This is a kind of I'm being sarcastic, you know.
I know.
Yeah,
But it's still like not a good idea. Of course not. But in itself, again, if you're illegal, you're doing something against the law, and these people know that. Obviously, they can go through the legal process. Am I for that? No, but at least that would be better.
but Abby, like the U.S. borders changed all the time. Okay, and so
Yeah, and people died for it.
okay, 1776 was different from 1800, from 1900, and so on. Now we have even Hawaii as a part of the U.S. So borders are human-made thing. This government, whether Republicans or Democrat, they should find a solution for these illegals. If there are some people who are hardworking, genuine, they are not breaking the law, not hurting anyone, okay, give them a path to citizenship. And anyone who commits crime, yeah, deport him. Okay, I'm okay with that. If they are committing crimes, but there are crimes where you should imprison them. I mean, sending them out, that's like a reward. What do you think?
Yeah, and it's a lot of money to imprison so many people in America, and your prisons are already full. That's one, and two is, what if the crime is a murder, and what if it's somebody you love that got murdered by some illegal? Wouldn't you feel a certain way?
I agree, but for example, even if somebody kills someone whom I love so much, I'm against torturing that guy. For example, I'm against executions. Yeah, like he could be imprisoned for life.
And why are you against the legal way of immigrating? Like, why can't they do the legal way?
Yeah, the Republicans they are against immigration both ways. I mean, legal or illegal, they're
I
just.
don't think Trump is necessarily against. Didn't you see the F-1B visa? Didn't you see the 6 million? No, not 6 million, 600,000. Sorry, Chinese students coming into the country. I don't think, and Donald Trump has been
Do you know? Do you know
encouraging.
how long they will be staying here? Three
How you
year,
do?
Hi.
3 years only. Yeah, 3 years only, and
Yeah,
then
and
they will
maybe
kick
more,
them out.
maybe more.
I don't know. That's what I heard from the
Yeah, we
news.
don't know that, but like it could be that they are more, and they can stay in the country if they want to, if they are successful enough. And this is what America is for. Like you are by itself
Abby,
a
it was great.
competitive
It was
country.
great talking to you, by the way, and
Yeah, it was great. My bad, we're
great talking
disagreeing on
to
everything.
everyone. World,
Yeah.
Mr. Ochila, yeah, everyone. See you later, guys. Love you
See
all.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
What's
My bad.